Tonight, I am very, very excited to have a wonderful guest. Please welcome Toma. Oh boy.
Hello.
Hello, folks in the chat. Please let me know if the audio levels are good. That is the one thing, no matter how many shows you do. Always interesting to see how audio levels line up. So hopefully you can hear both Toma and I and our special guest. Does the rat have a name?
The rat does not have a name. He is part of the ongoing rat infestation here at the farm. But hello. Oh, whoa. My eyes are like phasing through the screen.
Oh dear, I just realized the green screen background might be doing that. 1 second. I didn't even notice that. Let me see if I can adjust that. That would be in the filters, I suppose, right? Oh, I know what I need to do. I'd have to.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Very big.
Hello?
Yes. Oh gosh. Yep. It's like the city skyline is being reflected in your eyes.
Yeah. You know, it's a little special touch.
Let's see here.
Toma touch.
Why is that appearing that way? Huh.
That's a good question. No, I have a lot of issues with like green screens too, because there's like pink everywhere, and then there's green too. It's
okay. There we go. I think that should do it.
Oh. Yeah. Look at that.
There we go. Ooh. Awesome. Just had to take off that filter. Ooh. Good eye there. I actually would not have noticed that. So glad that you did, because.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because
there we go.
Sometimes people come in with backgrounds of their own. Sometimes they don't. That if there isn't, I have that city skyline, because that's what you have at every late night talk show. It doesn't matter if they're actually recording in the city. Every late night talk show has a city skyline background.
You're right. Oh, should I have prepped a city skyline background too?
Oh no, you're just fine. No, but that's why I end up having the filter there that way. For those who don't have their own fancy, very pretty pink backgrounds to go along with them. But you are looking just fine. And as Hamster637 in the chat mentioned, City Tomato, you're going to be a City Tomato very soon.
I am. Oh my god, a City Pop Tomato. That's me.
Yes. Well, for those of you for those who don't already know you in the chat, if you could please introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Toma. I'm your local tomato farmer that is going to be moving to the city soon. I like to do a lot of comfy streams, but they always turn out a little bit chaotic, and I stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 9 p.m. PDT, 12 a.m. EDT. But that's not happening starting today, because
no, it is today. It is still happening today. It's not starting next week.
Starting after today.
Yes. Yeah, because you are about to be, as we mentioned, moving to the big city.
Yeah, very exciting news. My first time moving so far, too.
Also, thank you to folks who've been following so far. We've got ItX Plays, let's see here, Hamster637, and It's Lotus, and Void Whisperer. Yay! Welcome. So glad to have you here. So, Toma and Nameless Rat on top of Toma.
Nameless Rat, yes.
Yes. Apart from all the packing and all the hustle and bustle of getting ready to move from the farm to the big city, what have you been up to lately?
Lately, man, things have been so hectic. Lately I've been, I don't know. Should we mention this so early on? I've been prepping for a lot of big surprises, but one big surprise is like a surprise for me too. I've been prepping for kind of a marathon.
Yes, you mentioned this to me. We spoke earlier in the week, and you mentioned marathon. I was like, Toma? Marathon Toma? Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And like, I wasn't sure if we were gonna jump right into this, but okay. Sure. So you actually said that there is a bit of a story behind this, so I'm very excited to hear what has wonderful Tomato Toma getting ready to run and do. So marathon is running, biking, and swimming, right? Or is it just the running?
Oh,
No,
Oh,
sorry,
this.
sorry.
Oh,
Triathlon is the running,
yeah,
biking, swimming. Marathon
triathlon.
is just the running. But
Yeah.
what has you getting ready to run and roll around for a very long time?
Oh man, this is where things get messy because it's not like a marathon, but it's like a marathon. I thought it'd be kind of nice to jump right into it just because I've been going on a training arc like every day since I've announced this. I feel like every day when I say good morning to everyone, I'm like, oh yes, today is day 2 of our training arc. It's day 3, day 4, day 5. Let's see, how should I explain it? So you know how like a marathon's like 26 miles or something, right?
Yeah,
How
it's a lot.
yeah, so it's not like a full-blown marathon, and it's not like a marathon, but it's like a marathon. Like um so pretty much I think for a couple years now, before I started streaming actually, this is like before this year, I was like buff Toma. I'd have like 84 six packs, and I'd eat things across the room or something. I'd
Oh
eat
my
things across
goodness.
the farm. Like I'd literally go like brum, 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 brum,
Terrifying,
brum.
Toma.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like buff JoJo character, 7 foot tall Toma back then. And this is back when I was like super active, and I did like these mini marathons, and these are kind of like they're kind of like relay races a little bit, where you have to
Mm,
work with another person in order to do it. So it's like a small group, like a bundle of tomatoes, you know? So
yes.
it's pretty much like a bundle of tomatoes, and then you guys can run like long distances together. So back then, I guess I would run like maybe like a mile with my buddies, but since I'm moving from the countryside to the city soon, we were thinking like, oh, it'd be a good idea to do like one last big running marathon, right? You know,
Mm,
like a goodbye marathon type of thing.
yeah.
But I was thinking like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So I impulsively said yes, and I didn't think about it, but it's like the equivalent of maybe like 5 miles instead of one now. Um, which is fine, but I've never ran so far in my life, and it's actually like I never ran 5 miles before. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to perish. Like
Ah, I know.
I'm
Just
so
uh,
scared.
like
Oh man.
So I remember back in middle school, we
Mm-hmm.
had to every so often run a mile, and they called it the
Mm-hmm.
fun run. And I did not find it fun. Like I was relatively
Mm-hmm.
fast. I'd usually clock in at around the 8 minute
Mm-hmm.
mark. I think my best was 7:37, and this was back in middle school.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
So it was good. But I remember the first time that I did that, I didn't know how to pace
Mm-hmm.
myself properly, so I got like the worst stitch I had ever had in my life at that
Oh
point.
no.
And after that, I
Mhm.
just sort of dreaded it, and it turned me off from running it basically the rest of my life. Just I do not enjoy running. I can run if I need to, but I
Yeah.
don't like it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I did marching band, so like I could have stamina, but doing
Mm-hmm.
marching band and whatnot, that is not running. That is not distance. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of respect for people who run. It is not my cup of tea for sure, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, same. I get so tired from running. I don't know why I agreed to this. I am suffering.
Mm.
Oh
But you've
man.
been
I think
training for this
mm,
and, doing practice runs,
mm,
I assume, all
mm,
while preparing to move and between streams.
Things have been super hectic. I think because before I started like prepping for this, I think it's been like 2 weeks maybe. But technically I've only seriously started prepping for it this week. Um so ooh, we're on a bit of a time crunch.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I think like before I started prepping for this seriously, I got tired walking down the stairs. So
Uh-oh.
I'd walk down like 4 steps, and I would start cramping, and I was like, dude, I'm so tired. I don't think I can do this. So it's like I get tired holding my phone, and I get tired walking down four steps of stairs. But now I have to run like miles, and this is the extra bit. I have to run miles while carrying like extra weight with me.
Wait,
Like
what?
yeah, it's a weird marathon
What
type of
kind? Yeah,
thing.
I was
Like
gonna say, what kind of marathon is this? Like, I've heard of relay marathons. That makes sense. And I've heard of ones where you do things like with a partner, but
Mhm.
with a partner and carrying extra weight?
Yeah, it's
Like
like
it what is this? Do you strap it to yourself like as a backpack or something, or do you need to lug it around in your arms? What is this?
it's like you have to grab it with your arms. So you use both arms and then you like hold it with you the entire
So that means you can't even like be pumping your arms as you run because like that's a
Yeah.
very real thing of just, how you move and how you run. So you
Yeah.
can't even have your arms functioning as they normally
Mhm.
would. And then
Mhm.
also just the
Mhm.
weight. This is a very cruel, mean sounding run. Like, I hope it's for a charity or a good cause that you're putting yourself through all this.
It's just for funsies. So I was like, I literally I agreed to it. And then I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Why would I do that? It's like running 5 miles while holding something because technically you can still move your arms, but you have to go like
Oh
like
yeah, no,
very
no, that is not the
yeah.
same.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's like when people run like relays, they have like what is it, the baton? Like the
Yeah,
little stick
yeah.
thingy? It's like I have to hold like a 20-pound stick while running miles and I'm like, "Why?"
Ah.
It's so weird. It sounds so sus. It's like this doesn't sound normal. Just like, "Oh yeah, guys,
No.
I run
Well,
marathons
I
while
I hope
holding
you and your
weights."
friends have fun together. Like, I guess it I I suppose that doing this together with friends, I don't know if it's the type of thing of, suffering with friends makes it better or just sort of the combination nostalgic emotional thing of, yeah, you're gonna be
Mhm.
moving, um,
Mhm, mhm.
and just sort of, okay, we're doing this thing, and
Mhm.
hopefully that makes it more fun. And I'm sure that for all the pain and just, oh gosh, why you have right now, I am sure that down the line you'll look back and say, oh yes, it is a good memory because even if it is not necessarily an entirely good memory, it will still be a memory, and it'll be hopefully one that you can laugh at.
Mhm, mhm. I hope so because it's like I don't know why I'm doing this, to be honest. I I have no idea why because I think it was a month ago that I tried to do something similar, similar. Um so right now I'm training to run like 5 miles, right?
Hmm.
So I think it was around a month ago that I got dragged into like an obligatory marathon, but not like a marathon. It was like half a mile. It wasn't even 5 miles. But a month ago I tried to do something with half a mile with the same like 20-pound baton extra basket of tomatoes. Um and I saw Jesus after that. I literally it was so bad. I saw Jesus, Mother Mary, and everyone like
And the
right
rat.
after that. The rat appeared in my dreams and it's been haunting me ever since. That's why it's on top of my head today. Like literally after that one like half mile thing, it wasn't even for a long time. It was for like maybe like 20 minutes max. But I literally, oh my god, I perished for 3 days afterwards and I couldn't get up from bed and I was like, "Oh no.
Oh, no,
Oh
and
no."
the thing is, you're gonna have to be getting out of bed because you have to move. Toma, take care of
Yeah.
yourself. Like, be sure to hydrate a lot tomorrow and tonight, honestly, and
Yeah.
just, you know,
Mhm.
take it easy. Don't force yourself to go too fast. That do
Mhm.
your
Mhm.
best. I'm sure you will do your best, but you have a lot of things to do. So take care of yourself, okay?
Mhm. Mhm. I'm very nervous about it because based on my schedule since we're still like working around like moving and everything. So right now technically the only free days I have to like prep for this marathon thing is like tomorrow and then the Friday next week and then my marathon is next Saturday.
Okay, so you
So
still have it's not like it's tomorrow that you can maybe
no.
train a little bit more between now and the marathon since you won't be streaming. So
Mhm.
maybe you can find a bit more time to get yourself prepped and ready, but oh boy, oh
Mhm.
boy. So is this something that
Yeah.
you do with one friend or is it a larger team?
It's like a group of like 10, I think, for
Ooh,
the
wow.
marathon. Mm-mm.
So do you all have to carry 20-pound batons or does just one person at a time have to carry it? How does it work?
It's just one person at a time, and I have somehow become the one person to carry
Wait,
the
what?
20 pounds.
And
Yes,
are you allowed to pass this baton at any time, or are you the one
no,
who has to carry the burden for the entirety of this run?
I have to carry it the entire time.
Oh my god, why? How did the Toma, why?
It sounds so strange. It's like everyone else has to carry like their own thing, so they have to carry like 5 pounds maybe the entire time, and then there's like one person that has to carry 20. So I'm like, oh, and they're like, yes, Toma, you get to carry it now, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm with you, Void Whisperer. It's beginning to sink in now that Toma definitely didn't think this through.
I just impulsively agreed to it, and I didn't think about it at all. Oh
Oh
my
boy.
god.
Well, hopefully you will be able to summon your big tomato farmer strength and
Yeah, hopefully.
the abilities of Toma's past to,
Yeah.
you know, get everything
Mhm.
together and make this somehow work. I'm kind of
Mhm,
upset
mhm.
that I'm talking to you now and not after the fact, because I feel like one way or another, this is going to be a story, but I'm sure that on your return stream in
Mhm.
3 weeks that you will be
Mhm.
regaling everyone with the tale of whatever the heck happens next Saturday.
The 5 mile marathon where I hold 20 pounds worth of tomatoes
Yes.
and no one holds anything else. It's so weird. It doesn't sound real. There's not even a need for the baton at that point. Like, why would you need to carry it? It sounds so weird. Oh my god. Yeah,
Oh no.
I don't know. The more I talk about it, the more confused I get with myself. Like, why why did I agree to this?
I'm
What
more
is
thinking like, what type of person designs this type of race?
Oh
Who
my
had the idea
god.
of like, oh, you know, there's normal running marathons, but what if we had people
Mhm.
carry weights in teams, but we had it so one person per team got to suffer extra? It's like a
Oh my
perk, isn't
god.
it?
Oh man, a madman designed this exactly. No, but
Seriously.
here's the kicker. There's one extra detail that I haven't mentioned yet.
Oh
There's
no.
there's one extra detail. So for a portion of this marathon, for a little portion of this marathon, maybe like 1 or 2 miles worth. It's like two miles worth of this marathon.
So 40% of this marathon.
Yes. Someone else has to carry something, but they are carrying me.
Wait, what?
They
So
are carrying me.
so they have to carry you. Are you still carrying this weight while they are carrying you?
Yes.
Well, I guess that makes it a bit better because that means that you're not actually running all 5 miles. You're only running 3 of the 5 miles.
True, true.
So that I guess that makes it better. I feel
A little
I feel
better.
sorry for like whoever the other person is like I don't care how small and light and fluffy
Mhm.
the person is that carrying another human being is a difficult task.
Oh my god. I can't even imagine it right now. It's like I run 3 miles and someone has to carry me and, and the other 20 pounds for the remaining two.
Just
Oh
put the
man.
tomato in a basket, then carry the basket.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's like it's farming techniques, Mhm.
Mmm. Farming training
Yeah.
simulator thing.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
exactly. That's the whole point. Everyone that joins in is like an automatic farmer. You get qualified to join the farm.
Yes.
Mhm. Mhm,
Official
mhm.
farmer credentials.
Oh
Oh
my
dear.
god. Oh
Goodness. Well,
man.
I hope at the very least that you have some time to tweet amongst your moves so we can, well, first off, make sure that you're okay
Yeah.
and that just, you survive all this and that even if you hallucinate and see many, many rats, that you still come out on top.
Hopefully. I'm pretty nervous about it. Oh boy. But I'll definitely talk about it on Twitter and in my Discord just so everyone can hear the tale as it's
Mm-mm.
happening.
Oh
Mm.
boy. Oh dear.
Mhm.
Well, outside of all of this craziness with running and weights and just absurd marathons that were created by terrible, terrible people, uh, you do a lot of streaming, and
Mhm.
I think that the first time I found you, I was rated into you by someone. I can't remember for the life of me who it was, but I'm pretty
Ooh.
sure that I found you via a raid one time. You play a lot of
Hmm.
different games, but one that you
Mhm.
said that it was very formative for you, even though you haven't actually played it on stream, was
Mhm.
Maplestory.
Yes. Oh my god. I love Maplestory so much. I haven't been able to play it on stream, but
Is
I think
Maplestory even still live?
I that is a good question. I know Maplestory 2 is no longer alive. I think 1 is still hanging in there. It's hanging by a little thread. It's kind of like Club Penguin where some people
Well, Club Penguin shut
well,
down. I'm sure of that.
oh. Wait, no, I thought it was brought back, no?
Was
Is
it?
it wait,
Maybe, I'm not sure. I remember
no.
hearing about it shutting down because like
Yeah, I
it was a
remember hearing
very
that.
big
Mm.
thing, and there was like people
Mm.
staying online until the last minute when the servers were pulled.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
they
don't
got
know.
back on, but maybe they did. I'm not sure. I never actually played
Mm.
Club Penguin myself. That
Oh.
back in the day, I played a little bit of RuneScape, and I know that's actually still around. I played some
Ooh.
Neopets back in the day, but I didn't actually play
Neopet.
MapleStory.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really played Club Penguin either, so I didn't really feel too much about it when I heard about it shutting down. I was just like, "Oh, funny penguin game is gone.
Yes,
Goodbye penguin."
uh,
But
but for those who
Maplestory.
also,
Oh. Oh.
as weird as it is to say, there might be some people who weren't around when MapleStory was big. So I
Oh
feel
my
like
god.
we need to
Hmm.
introduce MapleStory first. Can you tell people a bit about it?
Maplestory is like it's like a 2D. Oh. It's like a 2D open world MMORPG with pixels. It's got like magical powers and you can choose like 10 plus characters. There's like a magical girl character, there's a dragon character, there's there's like one guy that doesn't remember anything about himself. And you get to level up and you grind for a lot of the game. I think
It
the
was
early
basically
parts
like
of
a
it.
browser-based
Mm,
MMO,
mm,
similar
mm,
somewhat to RuneScape, but it was 2D instead of 3D. And
mm,
even though I never played it, one of the things I distinctly remember seeing is that it had very customizable avatars.
yes. I think like the beginning stages of MapleStory, there's like a lot of interaction with everyone, and I thought that like you could form a lot of like close social interaction, like relationships with people online. But I feel like once they started adding in like all the customizable stuff and they had that big update, like it was all about grinding. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing it, because you would have to grind for hours and hours to
Mm,
even like level
it
up.
was like mobile
Hmm.
game grinding before mobile games.
Mm. I think there was one time where I really wanted to reach I think the cap back then, the cap was level 200. Um and I was trying to reach level 150. So I spent 2 hours. I spent 2 hours sitting in my room just like spamming 2 keys so I could like kill mobs in the game, and I still didn't level up from 150 to 151. My bar moved
Ah,
up like 10%. And I
oh
was
my
like,
gosh. Need to
"Oh
find better
my."
mobs.
Yeah, it was terrible because it's like there's so many guides online and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is the most efficient way to level up in this game. Sit in this map and start killing
And
the
just,
mobs." And I'm like,
yep,
"Oh, oh,
if you say
yeah,
so.
I was like, I guess so. I will now do that." So I spent so many hours grinding away on MapleStory, and oh boy, it took a lot out of me, and it was really sad when I realized, like, dude, I'm spending 14 hours a day killing
Oh my
slime.
gosh. You were deep into this.
Yeah, I was very, very into it. There's like one character in particular that I really like to play. She was like a pink magical girl, and she has a huge hammer, and she says like really cute stuff like twinkle twinkle in your face whenever you kill the mobs. So I would just sit there for hours and I'd be like, "Oh my god, cute pink magical girl.
Yes,
Oh my god."
gestures to you now. Uh, I I can see that this is a consistency for you at the very least.
Yeah, she's really cute. I was thinking because that character she has like a dragon background, so I actually thought like, oh, maybe I should be a dragon VTuber. That'd be really cool, but I didn't end up going along with it. Mm,
Mm.
mm, mm, mm,
So, I guess
mm.
did MapleStory end up becoming sort of a foundation for the rest of your game taste, or is it one that you sort of realized, okay, after playing that so much, that you now sort of shied away from that type of game?
Hmm. That's a good question. I mean, off the top of my head, I can't think of any game that has like the exact same experience as MapleStory. Or if anything, I would say like Genshin Impact is kind of similar. Have you played it?
I've not. I've
Genshin?
seen streams of it, but
Mm,
it
mm,
is an MMO, so
mm, mm. Yeah, I don't know. I saw like a lot of streams of Genshin and I saw so many videos online, but for some reason like I just can't get into it. I tried to play a
mm,
couple times and I was scared that I would spend too much money like from the gacha
yeah,
system.
yeah.
And
Because
it was
that's the
just
difference
like
between
yeah.
MMOs today and MMOs of the past. That Gacha
Mm-mm.
wasn't really a thing back then. So even for World of Warcraft, it was just all right. You pay $5,
Yeah.
$6 a month, and if you're doing
Mm-hmm.
that, that is all you do. That there were some people
Mm-hmm.
that bought and sold things on like a secondary market, but there
Mm-hmm.
weren't, in-game purchases beyond getting the subscription.
I think it's like it's crazy how much games have changed and just like technology as a whole.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
people spend like hundreds and thousands to get a PNG of
I know.
a character. That's crazy. Oh man, gotcha is something else. Like I respect it, but it's also like, dude, you're spending hundreds
Yeah,
of
like,
dollars.
to each their own, and just the benefit of the gotcha system means
Mm,
that other people who
mm,
pay a lot make it so other players don't have to pay at all, and that's why
mm,
they get the benefits and the cool characters and stuff, because they are
mm.
subsidizing the cost of the game for all the other players. But
True, true.
it is still sort of interesting to see that, this
Mm,
type of system really didn't exist even 15 years ago.
yeah, I don't know. It's like before you could just go like, oh, cute character, I will now unlock. But
Yeah,
now
I
it's
will
like,
unlock, or like if I need to buy it, I will
right,
buy the character. I will pay
yeah.
5.99, or like if it's a really big one,
Mm,
maybe 19.99, and I will
mm,
have it, and then it is done. I have bought the
mm,
thing. But
mm.
like I can't even remember really what the first really big gotcha game was. But
Yeah.
it
Mm,
is interesting to see how things have shifted, and I think it
mm,
really came along with the mobile, just
mm,
mobile devices getting bigger and better, because you're able to do those types of purchases through the App Store a bit more seamlessly, and that it allowed
mm.
for almost impulse purchases like that.
True, true. Oh my gosh, now that you mention that, I didn't even think about that. Cause like growing up, I all the games that I played, they had nothing to do with any like gotcha or like
Well, also
in-game
just because the
purchases weren't
technology didn't
really.
even exist to be able to
Yeah.
facilitate those types of systems.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my god. Like I remember like there's a time where everyone was like crazy about what was it? Jetpack Joyride, Flappy Bird, Angry Birds, those are like the big ones on the App Store that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember. And like there were so many kids that were like going crazy over them and I was
That
like,
it
"Oh
was
my
Candy
god."
Crush.
Yes, Candy Crush. Oh my lord.
Candy Crush was,
Candy
if memory serves, the first mobile game to reach over $1
Crush.
million in monthly revenue. And that wasn't even
Really?
gotcha. That was just, people
Mhm.
paying for more lives and whatnot.
Mhm. Oh my god. Candy Crush. My Toma mother, my Toma mom, she plays
Tomama?
Candy Crush. Yeah, Toma ma. She she's like all the way up. I think there's a time where she was like at the very top where they had no more
Wow.
levels available for her and she was like, "Dude, this game's easy. I'm like a pro Candy Crush player." And I was like, "Oh my god. Technology. Holy." Oh man. Mhm. Yeah, I don't
Mm,
know. I think like wow, a lot of the games have changed so much.
yeah.
Holy.
Like, we've come a
Mm-mm.
long way from buy game at a
Mm.
store, install game on your computer with a disc, or even a floppy
Mm.
disk going farther back, and then play the thing,
Mm.
and there is no online play at all, period, to
True.
having, all right, we can do online play, and we have MMOs
Mhm.
to just like Xbox Live and being able to play with other people in real
Mhm.
time on your console.
Mm.
And then eventually, we had like social media games when you had Farmville and stuff. And then that all
Mm.
went away, and then mobile games started. And like you said, we went through the Flappy Bird, Angry Birds, Candy Crush phase where
Mhm.
sometimes it was, just pay $5 to download the thing or pay to get more lives. And then Gotcha came along, and who knows
Mm.
where we're going to be in another 5-10 years.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like I know like VTubers have been a thing, but I think they really blew up like this past year, right?
Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
feel like.
VTubers are a
Yeah.
whole separate thing of just, uh,
Yeah. It's like I feel like that kind of shows like how quickly things can change because I feel like before this year, although VTubers like existed, they weren't like boom 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 like pa pa pa
yeah,
pa pa
that
pa
just,
pa.
you can trace it as far back as I think 2016 was when Keyta and I
Mm.
actually started doing stuff, and just, I
Mm.
this is actually something that's come up in past interviews, and I think it's a combination of factors. That part of it is just natural proliferation of more
Mm.
VTubers getting out there in the world and getting bigger. Hololive definitely, I think, helped a lot,
Mm.
just between the influence of Kiryu Coco and also just Hololive EN helping
Mm.
bring things out of Japan, because not that it was ever a exclusively Japanese concept or that it only would ever appeal to people who are Japanese, but since
Mhm, mhm.
VTubing was very much developed in Japan, there's the inherent language barrier. And
Ah.
that just,
Mm. Mm.
I can see the cool anime girl playing the game, but there's if you can't understand what they're saying, there is a pretty strict ceiling to the level of enjoyment. But once it's
Mm.
all right, I can understand what they're saying and, converse and have that greater understanding, that then things really open up. And just with Coco and
Mhm.
other English VTubers, not just Whole Live, but Whole Live definitely helped push it into the mainstream.
Mhm.
That, people see it, people are like, hey, I want to do that. And then it's just a self perpetuating cycle past then.
Mhm. Yeah, I think like this like the quarantine and
Oh,
like
yeah, and also just
yeah,
2020 being 2020 certainly meant more people
exactly.
spending time inside,
Mhm.
having a lot more free time because you couldn't do other stuff.
Mhm,
Also,
mhm.
definitely agree, Barletta, mad respect for the Clippers translators. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's crazy how like sometimes I'll watch a stream and then it's like the stream is not even over yet. And
And,
I'm
like,
like,
they've
dude,
already got stuff up.
there's clips. It's already out there. Oh my god. That's crazy to me. It's like when I first started streaming, um when I first started going on Twitch before, I think it was like early 2020. I I feel like the number of VTubers that found, it's like exponentially grown.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
back
That
then I could be like, oh yeah, I recognize these faces or I recognize these streamers, and then nowadays it's like, oh my god, there's so many. I can't count them. Oh
yeah,
my
and
god.
part of this, in my
Hmm.
opinion, came about because of things like VTube Studio, where just
Mm.
the barrier to entry was very much lowered, because it's a lot easier to actually just have the tech to, do this type of thing.
Mhm.
Models and riggers have become much more numerous, so there's more people who can create these things and
Mhm.
make it
Mhm.
so that they're actually operable. And just uh, technology as a whole, and honestly just awareness that people don't know
Mhm.
that they want to do what they don't know exists. And as more people learn about VTubers, more people realize, ooh, that sounds fun.
Mhm. Mhm. I think like wow. Oh my god. Yeah. Like VTube Studio and just all the technology is just crazy. I remember when I was trying to rig or like create my first model by myself, there weren't really any guides or any tutorials out there. I followed like this really obscure hidden like Japanese video because I couldn't find any other tutorials for it. And then
Mm,
nowadays it's like everything is really accessible. There's a lot of sources that you can go to and a lot of like places where you can look for information and it's just oh my god, that's crazy.
yeah.
Mhm.
And we're getting
Mhm.
into the deep conversations here.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Also, thank you, Mr. Woof Woof 03, Hoss 00312, and Luzin L for the follows.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, welcome.
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
So,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
one of the games you've been playing more recently, and actually just finished a couple weeks ago, was Pokemon. Pokemon Platinum in particular. That you were
Mm.
playing through that, and you mentioned that Pokemon is not a series that you grew up with, but now you've been sort of going back and making up for lost time and playing through games that you actually hadn't before.
Yeah, growing up, I feel like Pokemon was really foreign to me. I mm, like I would look at the comics. I think there were like some Pokemon books that I would see with like classmates and things like that. And I knew
Mm-hmm.
about Pokemon, but I never really got into it because I guess I was just too small brained and I didn't really understand how any of it worked and I was just super confused. But I've always had like mm, I've always been drawn to the game and I watched a lot of the show growing up and I was like, "Oh my god. This is cool. I just don't know how to play any of the game, but I will now watch." So, I feel like I'm very glad that I decided to play the game for the first time on stream actually.
Was
Mm.
Platinum the first one that you played all the way
Mm.
through, or have you done some of the other generations?
Platinum is definitely the first game I played all the way through. I have experience like with like Toma relatives, like my cousins. When I saw them
Mm.
playing the game, I would definitely try to play the game with them, or I would go on their DSs or whatever devices they had, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, I wanna try too. I wanna try playing Pokemon," and I would get lost and I wouldn't know what to do, and I feel like that deterred me from actually wanting to get into the game because it was so like not very user friendly in my opinion as a child. But that's just me. That's a Toma problem because small Toma is not very smart. I she's a different breed. She didn't know that you're supposed to fly to different places. I was not
Oh
very smart.
no.
Yeah. Oh man. Mm-mm.
Also, dang it,
I
Varietta, you're making me feel old. Varietta mentioned it was my first Pokemon game ever when I was 7. It was like, I played Pokemon Yellow when I was 7. Ah,
mm.
I don't want to be a boomer,
Mm.
Toma.
Oh no. Oh no. It's okay. We're all boomers here. I'm a bazoomer as a boomer.
Oh boy, oh
Uh,
boy.
Simply a zoomer. It's okay. You are now a boomer. Everyone is boomer.
Everyone will be a boomer eventually, whether they like to or not. Sad
True,
face.
true.
But you
Oh.
definitely picked a good one with Platinum that just fourth
Mm,
generation was super, super good. It introduced a lot of good
mm,
things.
mm,
Uh, just the move mechanics had a change. So, you know how each move
mm,
is physical or special?
mhm,
So,
mm,
previously, prior to Generation
mm.
4, it was actually based on typing.
Oh
Um,
my god.
so, it caused like a really different balance and stuff. So, it used to be all water moves were special, didn't
Mm.
matter what type of water move it was, and all fighting moves were physical,
Oh.
didn't matter what they were, stuff like that. So, uh,
Mm, mm.
you had Pokemon like Gyarados that have a super high physical stat, but they're water. So all their water
Oh.
moves actually were going off of Gyarados' special stat, which
Mm,
was not necessarily aligned. So it changed things there, but it also made things more intuitive because, then it started
mm,
displaying next to each move like this is a special attack, this is a physical attack, and it actually became a
mm,
lot more intuitive because honestly, I even as someone who had played all the prior generations didn't fully understand all the mechanics
mm.
of the stats, so they actually made it a lot more streamlined and just
Oh.
easy to read and understand. Oh, this stat impacts that because they both say
Mhm.
special, as opposed to
Mm,
having it be like the
mm.
unwritten thing of water is special, and people didn't actually realize that until they crunched numbers and stuff, and I never looked into that stuff. Like, I think I'm
Mhm.
pretty smart, and I still didn't get that.
Oh, yeah, that sounds super confusing. Oh
Yeah,
my
it
Jesus.
old games
Oh.
were surprisingly complex.
Mm, they're a different breed. They're baffling.
Yeah,
They're, they're trifling.
yeah. I forget, who
Oh
did you
my
choose as
god.
your starter?
I chose Chimchar as my starter. He
Hmm.
He is the best. Mm, mm, oh,
Oh,
oh.
everything okay?
Do you have do you have a favorite starter from that
Um,
generation?
I chose Piplup, but I
Oh,
definitely know that Chimchar is considered the competitively
mhm.
correct choice. That
Oh,
there
really?
are far fewer good fire Pokemon in Diamond,
Mm,
Pearl, and Platinum than there
mhm.
are good water Pokemon. So
Ah.
a lot of people would say that you made the right choice. I just like the water types, and I thought Empoleon was super cool because I like Steel as a type in
Mm.
general. My favorite
Mhm, mhm.
Pokemon of all time is Metagross, which is, it's this
Ooh.
psychic steel supercomputer tank, and it's
Mhm.
just really neat and it's very powerful, and I like it a lot. But
Ooh.
I'm very much the type of person who says to each their own for Pokemon, that I don't hate on any given Pokemon.
Mhm, mhm.
So yeah.
I see, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I think I got a lot of hate for keeping my favorite Pokemon on my team during my playthrough. Um, my
And which
favorite
one was that?
Pokemon is Pachirisu.
Okay, so
It's
it is
a
Pachirisu.
yes, the
Okay,
electric squirrel,
yes.
the quote unquote Pikachu bootleg.
Hey, well, I'm going to let you and any Pachirisu haters out there know Pachirisu has
Mhm.
literally won the Pokemon World Championship. I'm about to give people an
Oh,
education right now. So
oh.
it was 2016 or 2017. A trainer by the name of Sejun Park made it
Mhm,
to the World Championship Finals. Pachirisu was not, in the meta. It wasn't every team had a Pachirisu and it was super powerful.
mhm,
Sejun
mhm.
Park was considered sort of the oddball of, this guy has a Pachirisu on his team. And you're right, it seems really unassuming of, it's this adorable little squirrel kind of Pikachu bootleg.
Mhm,
And nobody knew why, or nobody was ready for it either, because it wasn't the meta pick. So
mhm,
he came in with this Pachirisu, and basically what it was, his competitive
mhm,
Pokemon is
mhm.
double battles. And
Ah.
Pachirisu has a couple of moves, one of which is called
Mhm.
Follow Me, which makes it so
Oh.
all moves become directed toward it instead of the other Pokemon, even if the
Oh.
other Pokemon initially meant to aim at the other one. So what
Mm.
he did is he made this Pachirisu super bulky. He put in a lot of defensive stats, and he gave
Oh.
it a citrus berry, so when it got low, it would get up to
Mm.
higher health, and just made it so it would take the hits
Oh my
for the
god.
other Pokemon, and it was a sort of defensive
Oh.
technical pick. And
Oh,
in
really?
the World Championship match,
Mm.
do you know Salamence? Like the big dragon Pokemon?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
it was one of the
Mm.
menaces of the game at that time, just super powerful, and a
Mm.
Draco Meteor from Salamence was usually gonna one-hit KO most things. Um,
Mm. Mhm,
in the World Finals, one of the last battles, opponent,
mhm.
has a Salamence out, and Sejun Park has his Pachirisu, and at this point, Pachirisu had become a crowd favorite because it was this oddball and it
Mhm.
was this cutie, and anytime it came out, like, you could hear the
Mm,
crowd
mm.
cheering.
Oh.
Um, so one turn, Pachirisu uses Follow Me, and
Mm.
it meant that the Draco Meteor from the opposing Salamence went into the Pachirisu, and the Pachirisu survived, and the crowd went
Oh!
nuts. Just like, I was
Yo.
watching this live because I didn't play Pokemon competitively, but I always enjoyed watching the competitive stuff of just seeing, oh, this is cool, and seeing how some of the really grindy
Mm.
competitive people have put together these different teams. And just
Mm.
for me and for a lot of people, honestly, like, I will send you this clip later. It is honestly considered one of the like biggest moments in competitive
Oh.
Pokemon, that just
Mm.
Pachirisu making it to the World Finals, and Sejun Park himself actually had a Pachirisu
Mm.
plushie with him on the
Oh!
stage, and when he won, just
Oh my
he
god.
he jumped up out of his seat and held up his Pachirisu plushie.
Oh.
Pachirisu is a freaking world champion. Never let anyone diss that squirrel.
Oh my god. Yeah, I need to find that clip. You have to send me that.
Yeah, it
Holy.
it is like a moment. I even to this day, I don't watch a ton of competitive Pokemon, but
Mhm.
when a big tournament comes up every so often, I'll either watch a bit of it live or
Mhm.
sometimes watch the VOD. It can still be fun, but that was
Mhm.
such a hype moment, and it was really cool to see. So I will definitely send that along to you. So, but that is the
Mhm.
legend of
Oh my
Pachirisu.
god.
So, uh, never be ashamed of your love for Pachirisu because it is truly a legend.
Holy, Pachirisu, the absolute Chad. Oh my god. Look at him go.
Like somebody
Oh,
even made
sweet.
a comic, a fan comic showing it was like Tyranitar and I forget what the other Pokemon out was, just these 3 giant, really scary looking Pokemon, all looking really, really nervous. And then the other panel is this adorable little Pachirisu eating a citrus
Aw.
berry with its hand up in the air as a giant meteor comes down on it. And it's just,
Oh.
it's a happy, casual little Pachirisu, and it completely unnerves all these others, and it's a great comic. I'll send that to you as well.
Oh, yes. Oh my god. That
Legend of
sounds
Bidoof
so
when
cute.
sadly I do not have any tales of Bidoof
Oh,
being
no.
an absolute Chad in the World Championships. I am
No
so sorry,
Bidoof?
Corrupt Face.
Aw, there's no Bidoofs, but he's like God. He's
Bidoof,
like,
well, Bidoof is... Did you see that the official Pokemon social media accounts had a Bidoof Day earlier this year?
really? Did
They
they?
did. Yes, that they changed all of their social media avatars to be Bidoof. They...
Oh,
I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I figure most people aren't going to watch it anyways. They made a custom Bidoof Rickroll. Like, they rewrote the lyrics to Never Gonna Give You Up and made just this, computer rendered graphic of a bunch of Bidoofs dancing and had someone sing, like, Bidoof's Never Gonna Give You Up and stuff. And
oh
my
god.
goodness, it was in the year 2021, the Pokemon Company made an official Bidoof Rickroll. So that was a thing.
Oh my god. Forget the new Pokemon games coming out. That's like the highlight of Pokemon for this year. That I need to see that. Holy, what? A Rickroll Bidoof.
Yeah, Bidoof definitely has its lovers, even if it doesn't have any tales of combat glory.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe someday.
Yeah,
Probably not, but it can dream.
I'll write that down on a post-it. We're gonna become pro Pokemon players now. I'm bringing a Bidoof.
Yes.
Bidoof and Pachirisu.
I can't wait to see you in the World Championships. Well, first off, I want to see a VTuber get really competitive. And, there's Vienna from Cloud9, who's really into League of Legends, but she was into League of Legends before becoming a VTuber, and just she was already a personality who is established and known, not a, there is nothing before Toma for you in terms of, public record, whereas Vienna has public record previous to establishing her VTuber persona. But I want to see a VTuber get super competitive on some game and like qualify for big tournaments, and just it's going to get to the point where some company is going to have to figure out, okay, well, we're going to be showing a VTuber on stream as we're hosting our esports tournament because this person doesn't show their face. It is going to be a VTuber. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know what game it's going to be, but I feel like it's inevitable.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Like, imagine like any tournament, and then you just see like a bunch of normal like face cam streamers, and then there's just like
then
anime girl in the corner.
Yep. Well, we already sort of had this when Ollie from HoloLive was in a chess tournament a couple weeks ago, and that was, an invitational thing that she was invited, not because she was necessarily, one of the best in the world at chess. She's still not bad for sure, but that was, a personality invitational. But it was still, even if not a super competitive thing, we have that start here of, okay, it's 7 IRL content creators and streamers, and then Crazy Ollie, just this zombie anime girl, this hyper zombie anime girl. So we have that starting point, and I'm sure eventually we're gonna get someone who's just very competitive in some game. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna happen.
Baby steps, this is only the beginning.
Yes. As the hashtag goes, VTuber uprising.
True. I mean, maybe by the end of like 2021, everyone's gonna become a VTuber. You can be like a full-blown
Honestly,
VTuber.
there's worse things that could happen to the world.
True.
Like, I would not be opposed to this.
Yeah, I feel like this is pretty nice, pretty comfy.
Yeah, very comfy, very fun, very cute.
Mhm.
I have not actually bothered making one myself. That honestly,
Mm.
I think I mentioned this to you earlier. Just I started this show because I knew that I did not want to be a VTuber. I don't have the time or energy
Mm.
to be a full-time content creator. But I was like, once a week interviews, I can do that, and I'm pretty good at answering, or rather asking questions, and
Mhm.
making conversations. I say as I trip over my own words. Gosh, yeah, I'm good at this. I word good and nice. Yes, thank you for
Mhm.
tune in Vtuber Talk.
No, I mean, it's okay. That's like a charm point. I can't speak, man. My brain goes every time
Brains go
I try to
brrr.
explain myself. Exactly. My brain's like always buffering when I have to explain something or if I have to answer a question. I'm like, yes, yes, thank you. I'm die forever. I like, man. I don't know. I really like the concept of like just like I feel like VTubers are so neat because there's like so many unique ones and you can do pretty much whatever you want with it, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
It's
It's
super
just
flexible.
the way I have to
Mm.
explain to people is it's just streamers, but they don't
Mhm.
use a face cam, and
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
that usually
Mm.
that usually gets past a certain level threshold of just, oh, okay.
Mm.
And especially if I say, it's sometimes people want to have more
Mm.
privacy, or sometimes people aren't confident, and
Mm.
then sometimes people just think their avatars are really cool. And uh
Mhm.
thankfully, while VTubers at a surface level might be a bit confusing, that it
Mhm.
doesn't take a lot to explain it, and for most of the time the layman to understand, oh, this is the
Mhm.
appeal, this is why it is. It's not just,
Mm.
oh boy, cute anime girl. Don't get me
True.
wrong, that is a non-zero part of this equation, but
Mhm.
there's a lot of other very understandable reasons for why someone would
Mm.
choose to be a VTuber.
True, true. Mm. Mm. What can we have you as a VTuber? Is that
I would
possible?
say to not expect this. I would not expect a VTuber Talk VTuber. Do not expect a J VTuber anytime soon.
I feel like
Um,
that'd be so cool.
I'll
Like a
never
little
say never.
TV on the corner, you
Well,
know? And then
I
like
have done a
mm.
TV icon, and there's the Discord thing where
Mm.
you can have the little PNG
Mm.
light and pop up. That I've done a
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
what I
yeah.
call on-site interviews,
Mhm.
where the show is not here on twitch.tv/VTuber Talk, but I did this for Reina, um,
Mm.
Aria ASMR, and I also did one with Ellie and Booster of Isekai Inc., where I was on
Ah.
their channels. So
Mhm.
Aria actually was kind enough, because she was the first time that I did an on-site interview, as I call it, and she
Mm.
actually just created this little. It's a little laptop that has, the color TV bars that I have as my icons, and
Oh.
we just did a Discord responsive thing. So
Mhm.
I suppose that I have been a PNG tuber before. That that
Mm.
that has been done. You can find that on my YouTube channel. I would not expect me to have a live 2D model. I'm not
Mm.
gonna, never say never,
Never
but I
say
will say
never.
don't bet on that.
I am now taking notes. I'm putting that on a post-it. I will let me make one for you. Oh,
Oh boy, oh boy.
oh
What have
boy,
I
oh boy, oh
done?
boy. Oh boy, oh boy. It's too late. The cogs in the wheel, it is turning.
It's moving. Fate is now in motion.
VTuber Talk VTuber coming soon to a theater near you.
Oh
2021.
goodness, what have I done? Oh no. Well, anyways, so do you have
Mm.
plans to play any more Pokemon games soon? Well, after your break?
I'm thinking of playing Pokemon Black, I think.
Ooh, Black and White are a
Mm.
very fun generation. The story
Mm.
in that one is honestly probably the best story out of any generation.
Ooh, is it? That's what I heard. I heard like one, it has good story, and then two, oh my god, my voice is like dying.
Uh-oh.
Holy Jesus.
It's too early in the
Um,
night for that, Toma. Drink some
fruit,
water.
fruit
Hydrate,
allergy
redeem.
incoming. Oh my
Have
god,
you been
my
eating fruit
fruit
again?
allergy. Does are lemons fruits?
Yes, Toma. Lemons
Wait,
are
wait, wait.
fruits.
Are they? Wait,
Yes.
wait, wait, wait. Are
I
they?
In all technicality, tomatoes are fruits, but that's
True.
that's a
But
semantics thing. But yes, lemons
wait.
are very much fruits. Lemons are as citrusy as they
Oh,
come and as fruity as they get.
I
Why have you been? Wait, Toma, have you been eating lemons, like actual lemons or just lemon-flavored things?
Lemons.
Like straight lemons?
No, not like straight lemons, but like lemons, like if you're having like lemon tea or like if you're having like
Yes. No. Okay,
yeah.
yes. Lemons are fruits and have citrus, Toma.
Oh.
If you've been... So this was going to be another topic anyways. The fact that you have been discovering recently that you may or may not be allergic to fruits, possibly citrus, we aren't quite sure. But
Oh my
fruits have
god.
something to do with it. Yes, my dear
I
Toma, lemons are very much fruits. I
well,
would
I
advise that
oh,
you remove lemon tea and lemon flavored
oh
drinks from your
no.
rotation.
No. No. Not my lemon tea. I didn't even think about it. I was like, lemon tea. And I'm just like drinking this as we're talking. I'm like, oh, I don't feel so good. Oh. And then every time
I
I'm like, oh, my voice is kind of going crazy. Let me drink some more. Maybe
let
my
me drink
throat's
some
just
more
sore.
to soothe my throat. I recommend changing to water.
Oh my god, I'm
Oh dear. Oh dear.
actual pain. Actual pain. Here, okay.
Yeah, like
I have
I
water
will
right
entertain the chat for a few moments. You go get water,
here.
friend.
It's okay, it's okay. I have water right here, right here.
Okay,
We're good
good.
to go. Oh my, I have
Um,
played myself like a fiddle. I was literally like, oh man, maybe it's because I've been like exercising so much recently. I guess that's why like my throat's funky too. I guess. Ooh, let me drink some more.
Yeah,
Let's
Barrietta
hydrate.
has the hacks right there. Tea with honey. Tea with honey
Too
is very
funny.
good. Honey definitely helps the throat. Honey is not a fruit, unlike lemon.
But that's not the same. My honey lemon tea.
Oh, this is terrible.
Well, that's another thing to add to the list, I
Yep,
guess.
yep. Lemons are I recommend looking up just fruits. Get a list of all the
A list
fruits.
of
That way you
fruits.
know and do not have any awkward discoveries of, oh wait,
Oh
yes, lemon
man.
is fruit.
Oh man. Are cucumbers fruits? No, they're vegetables,
Uh,
right? Or
in a
no.
very technical sense, because I think if it has a
Oh.
seed, it is considered a fruit.
Uh,
But it's usually considered a vegetable.
it's a
Cucumbers are
vegetable.
usually considered vegetables. They are not citric at all.
Wait, but if it has a seed and it's a fruit, aren't like bell peppers
If you
fruits?
go by that weird technicality, yes, but you are right that is weird technicality. I would not
Oh,
consider it a fruit. So cucumbers and bell
yeah.
peppers, I think should be fine. Like,
Then are eggplants fruits?
I don't know. This gets into weird stuff.
Are
That
what
just
vegetable is not a fruit?
I
Wait, like carrots, potatoes?
carrots no, potatoes no because they don't have seeds.
Yeah, wait, what vegetables have seeds?
Well, that's the thing of just
Hmm.
that just some definitions say that anything that has a seed in it
Hmm.
is a fruit. Not that everything that grows from a seed is a fruit, but everything that has a seed, in the
Hmm.
edible part being a fruit. But that's sort of weird. But yeah, potatoes,
Interesting.
no. Carrots,
Hmm.
no. Those are vegetables for sure. Um,
Mm.
I certainly consider cucumbers and tomatoes to be vegetables. And some people have the thing of,
Mm.
oh ho ho, tomatoes have seeds, so therefore tomatoes are fruits.
Mm.
I do not subscribe to such things. But anyways, especially for you, when you're trying to detect allergens and whatnot,
Mm.
you mentioned that you'd been to an allergist, so I would consult that first.
Mm.
But then I would think that cucumbers and tomatoes should be fine. Carrots definitely fine. Potatoes definitely fine. But
Oh.
lemons definitely not.
Oh no,
Lemon
one of
definitely not.
those has to be added to the list. I can't have too many tomatoes. Dude,
Oh no.
I can eat
The
like
actual
one tomato.
namesake.
I can eat one tomato and then
A
after the
single
second
tomato.
tomato, singular tomato.
So you'll have
Yeah.
to change your URL to TOASTOE because you can't
Oh
have
man.
multiple. You can't have toes. It has to be
Just toasto.
just the single TOASTOE.
A singular toasty toe.
This is the
Oh
tragedy of
man.
Toma. For people who might not know what we're talking about, dear Toma here has recently discovered that she may or may not have a general fruit
Mm.
allergy. that you were on the singing audition show Starstruck recently
Yes.
and had a very, very rough voice because I don't know what it was that you ate, but it was, you mentioned that you had a lot of fruit the day before and realized that your voice was in a bad shape, in a very bad state.
Yeah, it was really, really bad. Oh man, I think for the past few weeks, I keep on, because I'm used to eating fruit, like I love fruit. So I eat it like every single day. So I didn't really
You're
think
being
about it.
healthy.
Yeah, I'm being healthy. I eat fruit every day. It's part of a, balanced meal. And then I eat it out of habit. And like 2 hours later, I'm like, oh, I don't feel so good.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
Oh my god. It's like I just want to find out what I'm allergic to, but the allergy test, I went to go get an allergy test and I got the results back this week. But the results were kind of sussy-wussy, man. I
Oh
don't
no.
know. I don't know what's wrong with my doctor, but
Maybe you need to
oh,
see another doctor when you get to the big city.
yeah, maybe. The technology here is kind of far behind maybe. I'm not sure what it is because when I went to see my doctor, I was like, "Hey, yo, my throat gets itchy and does the oopsie when I eat fruit. Fruit is no bueno." And my doctor was like, "All right, we get the allergy test." And I was like, "Okay. We get allergy test for my fruit." And she was like, "Yes. We get the allergy test back." And they test everything but fruit. So
Wait. Oh, come on.
yeah, they
Come
literally
on.
it's like a 2-page long report and it's
Report
like,
of just,
oh,
all the list of things, and you didn't
except fruit.
test the thing that we
Ex-
suspect. I
exactly.
I recommend getting a new allergist when you move,
Mhm.
friend. Yep. And until then,
Yeah.
do not eat fruit. I know it is
Oh,
painful. I know it is painful, Toma, but
green peckle.
this yeah, I would
Yeah.
recommend against. So honey is good for the throat for sure. Like honey
Mhm.
and tea. Like, do you drink tea in general?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually, I I have this thing on streams where we have a PRB break when I pee, our pee break,
Mm-mm.
and I actually like started saying pee because I drink a lot of tea. And this is long ago. I don't think a lot of Toma buddies nowadays, I don't think they would understand the inside joke or like the reference, but it's because since I stream at PDT or PST, I used to fumble my words a lot whenever I said the time that I would stream at, and I used to say that
Mm.
we would just stream at PPT. So so I would
Well,
stream
no,
at
that's an
PPT.
entirely different VTuber reference.
Yeah, it's like double references, you know? Quadruple references. So I stream at PPT. I drink PPT. I have PRB where I will pee right back. PPT. Pacific P time. Jesus.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
What have we done? Where is this going? What has happened to my show?
You drink PPT. No, I drink like 4 cups of tea a day, or not a day. I drink 4 cups of tea during stream, and I drink tea like regularly
Well,
throughout the
and
day
that's good and
too.
that's healthy,
Mm.
especially if you're talking a lot. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Just I do not think lemon tea in particular is a
Oh.
good thing. I would try, like black tea, green tea, not fruit
Mhm.
teas. No fruity.
No. I want to be fruity. No. Man, I see, because the thing is, the reason why I started like gravitating towards eating a lot of fruit is because I lactose. I'm lactose intolerance.
Oh no, you're just falling apart, Toma. Now fruit and toes?
Yeah, I'm
The
lactose
the toes were
intolerant.
the
So
toes were already lacking and then they were toasted
now
and
I'm just
and
toes.
now it's just no fruits either.
Yeah, I'm so sad about it because I used to love eating like, like everyone enjoys like a good, like nice little scoop of ice cream,
Oh
some
yeah.
frozen yogurt, some cakes, like a good old milkshake every once in a while never hurt anyone,
Mm-mm.
but somehow it hurts me. So so now
This
I
is
can't
so
have any.
sad. This is the tragedy of Toma.
The tragedy of Toma tragedy. Man, it's so sad. I can't have any chocolate. I
Forget
can't have
Hamlet, forget Macbeth, the tragedy of
man.
Toma, right here.
Oh, oh man. It's so sad. So I started eating fruit, but then I eat like bowls of fruit a day, and now I can't have any fruit. So I'm like, I don't know what to eat anymore. Do I
Your
just
body is betraying you, like, just top
mm,
10 anime betrayals. Number 1, Toma's
honestly.
body.
It really do be like that. Coming to a theater near you, Toma's tragedy. Jesus. It's like, you know, the way I like to think of it is that I was nerfed. I'm too powerful on my own, so I
Way
had
too
to be nerfed.
powerful. Yep.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
clearly a conspiracy by the
Mm.
devs.
Honestly, they probably like messed up. They fat fingered on some of the buttons, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this seems good." Oopsies, big problems, because there's like first there's the lacking toes, then there's the fruits where I can't have tomatoes, and then there's the story of my glow stick back.
Well, I too have a glow stick back, and my back, like
Mm,
it is not a terribly glow sticky back, but
mm,
eh,
mm.
I I think I brought this on myself. This is not a thing of me being nerfed. Of just over the years, my posture has
Oh,
not been the best. I say
mm.
literally as I straighten myself up right now.
Oh man.
That's one of the things I need. Is just I have
Mm.
actively not uh taken affiliate on my channel. Part of that is
Mm.
because I've been tinkering with the idea of simul
Mm.
streaming to YouTube, which you can't do as an affiliate, and also just because
Oh.
my
Mm.
following is small enough that just I don't want to have to deal with the tax headache of if I have to like if I
Ah.
make, a couple dollars here and there, I'm sure that it's not going to be enough, but then I need to worry about
Mm.
more tax forms every year, and that's just
Mm.
frankly more of a headache than I want to do.
True. I felt
But
that.
but it also means that I don't get the cool channel redeems. Like that's like
Yeah.
if I ever were to do it, if I were to ever become
Mhm.
affiliate, it would not be for the
Mm.
money. It would be for those freaking channel point redeems because those are
Yeah.
cool. I like having those. Like I would want a
Mhm.
hydrate redeem or a posture redeem just to
Mhm.
sort of have that reminder, but
Yeah.
I'm resisting the temptation because I
Mm.
don't want the headache of the other stuff. We'll see what happens.
No.
There might be some point where like I
Mm.
do something else, but I don't know. But
No, I
yeah.
think it'd be so cool if you could get affiliated. You can get all those
Oh
like
yeah,
cool
no.
emotes.
Oh no, I've
You get your
like
posture redeems.
like
Like,
I surpassed the affiliate qualifications a while ago, and like I actually had
mm,
like Twitter or
mm,
not Twitter, goodness, Twitch like send me an automated email. It was like,
mm.
you can qualify for affiliate. You should take affiliate. And it was like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to have the tax thing, and I don't want to be limited on
Mm.
simulcasting for future stuff potentially.
Oh, I
But
see. Mm.
but who knows? Eventually, I might just say, forget it. I will do the thing. Um, I don't know
Mm.
because I would want like the
Mm.
ideas of emotes are cool, but I would frankly just want the follower emotes because like I am very
Mm.
fortunate. I have a full time
Mm.
job. I like my job.
Mm.
Does the appeal of like being a full time content creator sound cool? Yeah, sure. I would if
Mhm.
if you told me today, Jay, you could be a full time content creator if you put in the time and it would be comfortable and you would make as much money then as you do now. I'd say
Mm.
because that sounds fun and I would enjoy
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
the
Mm.
the trade off right now for what I am able to do and the just benefits I am able
Mm.
to get from my job, it, going full time or attempting to go full time for content creation just does not make sense for me. So
I see, I
I
see.
don't. And frankly,
Mm.
I would rather have people spend their subscriptions on you or like any of my other previous guests than me. Like, eh,
Mm.
sorry, this is not supposed to be me talking about myself, but long story short, if I were to ever do something, I've been tinkering with the idea
Mm.
of maybe doing a charity thing of like, you know, I
Oh.
don't know, but
Mm.
maybe it would get
Mm.
to a point where each guest decides a charity,
Mm.
and I hook up things on the
Oh.
back end and make it so that
Mm.
if people really want to donate stuff during my shows,
Mhm.
that it goes to guest charity of choice that week, not to me, if not
Mm.
to the streamer. I don't know.
Ah.
Maybe these are the
Mm.
things that go around in Jay's head.
I think that's super cool. I've always wanted to try doing like a charity stream, but I don't know how they're organized, to be honest.
If
Like,
you're ever interested in that,
mm,
a good service is Tiltify. There's a couple other
Tiltify.
ones. There's one called Soft Giving. The big thing to remember if you
Mm,
ever do a charity stream is don't have
mm.
the donations go to you, because
Ah. Mhm.
even if you donate the donations, the
Mm.
fact that they pass through your hands means it is taxable income. So you would get
Oh.
hit twice.
Oh, that
So
would.
because
Oh
it's then
no.
not only have you
Mhm.
donated, well, one, you are probably going to be on the hook for like the PayPal fees or whatever.
Mhm.
But then
Mhm.
also you're being taxed on the dollars that you have donated anyways, even though you haven't made
Oh.
anything. So you're losing a lot of money on that. What things like
Mm.
Tiltify and Soft Giving do is it goes
Mm.
direct to the source, but you get like the notification of so and so donated $10 for
Mm.
your campaign. That way you can track stuff for goals and whatnot, but it never
Ah.
passes through your hands. So one, viewers never have to
Mm.
worry of, oh gosh, is Toma trying to be sneaky and, pocket the money? But
Oh
also
man.
you don't have to worry about tax forms come tax time, that it is all
Mm.
done. And these other services have the
Mm.
tracking, and it always goes directly to the charity. So it's all on the up and up, and no
Mm.
hassle, no fuss, no muss.
Oh, I see. I have to take notes for this. Toma
I'll send you
sneakily farming
links.
for them.
I'll send you links for Tiltify. It is a very good
Mm.
service.
Mm.
If
Mm.
I were to ever do that type of concept, I would go through them
Mhm.
or a similar service. That yeah, it's very
Mm.
good, and they have like different Twitch integrations and whatnot, so they're good.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. Yes, please let me know.
Mm-mm.
I'd love to do like a charity stream in the future. I have it on like my bucket list.
Yeah.
It's on one of the 17 post-its on my monitor right now.
Oh boy. Well, speaking of future plans and different things on bucket list
Mm,
for once you are back and settled in the big city, you've
mhm.
expressed interest in ASMR.
Yes. Oh my god. I've wanted to try ASMR for the longest time. I think for years now. I love listening to ASMR so much. It's something about those like or like 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 the bubbly sounds or like the clicky clacky. I love how it sounds. It's super relaxing and I've always wanted to try doing it. So I definitely want to maybe do like an ASMR stream here and there in the future.
Mm-mm.
Mm. It's like I don't know. I'm really skeptical about going into it because I think I talk too much. I think I'm too loud because I never shut up. So like
No, no.
I
Hey,
feel
well,
like
hey, trust me, you're in a safe space here, Toma. The whole point is
mm.
to talk, so talk, talk, talk. I've talked too much already, anyways.
No, you're good. You're good to go. But like, I don't know. I've had it on my list for the longest time. Ever since I started streaming, I was like, dude, I want to do ASMR. Like, I want to eat like 17 bags of Takis next to one of those cool ASMR
Ooh,
mics.
oh, that's a whole different type of thing, because then it's like ASMR and
Mm.
like I don't know what qualifies as mukbang or
Oh.
mukbang. I'm not sure the exact pronunciation,
Mm,
but
mm,
like eating ASMR, like that sounds
mm.
like the life, because it's just all right.
Yeah.
Some people are super nervous about eating on stream because they don't want you to hear the crunch. But what if the
Mm.
point was the crunch? What if
Yeah.
the advertising was the crunch? What if people came because they want
Mhm.
to hear the crunch?
Exactly. It's like you hear the crunch crunch like the mop, 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 mop while you're eating something and then you get to eat while you're making crunchy sounds like oh my
Just it's a
god.
good time. Sounds like a very good
Mhm,
time. And dang it, this is making me
mhm.
hungry.
Honestly, same. I got up early today for my marathon training arc and I didn't really get to eat too much until like I speed ran pizza before this.
Yeah, that's right. You were sending the
Yeah.
message of just, speed run pizza any percent. Did Now
Mm.
unfortunately, pizza does not crunch unless you
Yeah.
have like really crunchy crust on your pizza.
Yeah, maybe like crispy
Mm.
crispy crust
What
crusty.
is your favorite type of
Mm.
pizza? As in, like, is there a
Mm.
particular way that you like the crust? What are your favorite toppings?
Oh.
And do you have a favorite pizza brand?
That's a good question. This sounds sacrilegious.
Oh
I eat
dear.
my pizza because I eat it without cheese.
Well, if you're lactose intolerant, that's
Yeah.
forgivable. Like that,
It
that isn't
yeah.
because you, woke up and were just like, ew, cheese on pizza is gross, so I don't want it and I will just have it without it. This is medical requirements. So
Yeah.
you are exempt from anyone who tries to say that what you're doing is sacrilegious. It is
True.
literally the health card.
Pizza with tomato sauce. Pizza with tomato sauce is like classic, so you have to have it with that. But what
Yeah.
I like to do is like, you know those like build your own pizza places where you can get like unlimited pizza toppings?
Yeah.
Like I like going to those places because normally if you go to like a normal pizza place, they'll be like, "All right, we got pepperoni pizza."
Yeah, that everything's already
Pepperoni.
prepared, and then you
Yeah,
need to
and
get like a specially made thing because you can't have your cheese. But
yeah.
if it's a build your
Mhm.
own, it's all right from the
Mhm.
get go. It's just no cheese, and then
Yeah.
it's real simple.
Yeah. So like I like going to those places, and what I do is I get like the normal tomato sauce, and like void I get bacon, but what comes after is I I pile up on all of the toppings, so I get every single meat and every
Yeah,
vegetable
that way
available.
because that way
Yeah.
the
Mm.
cheese helps to cut the innate sort
Mm.
of acidity of the
Mm.
tomato
Mm.
sauce. Otherwise, it's super overwhelming. So if you don't have
Mm.
the cheese, you have to have all these other things to sort of compensate for the lack of cheese. That makes total sense.
Mm.
That my
Mm.
father is not lactose intolerant, but
Mm.
there's something with milk fat that just does not agree with him. So
Ah.
whenever he gets pizza now, he will do similar things that he'll just pile up on the veggies and whatnot,
Mm.
and
Mm.
like that's good. I myself, I enjoy
Mm.
pineapple on my pizza. Anyone in the chat can fight me. I am one of those people.
Oh.
I loved pineapple on pizza
Mm.
before it was cool and before it was controversial. Like
I
just
love pineapple on pizza too.
it's so good. And well,
Mm.
I hate to break this to you, Toma. Pineapple is fruit.
I
I'm sorry.
Oh, no! No!
That is a very fruity fruit with lots of citrus. That
No!
I cannot advise for health reasons that you continue to partake. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm out here crushing Toma's dreams tonight. This is terrible. I feel like she's gonna, he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, Jay seemed real nice. Like, he invited me on his
Yeah.
show. He seemed like a good person.
Mhm.
And then when I got
Yeah.
on his show, all he did was tell me things that I can't have, and
Man, he's
just like he food bullied me and crushed my dreams."
oh my
Like
god.
this is terrible. I feel so bad.
Oh, all hopes and dreams gone. No more pineapple pizza. Oh my. No. Not like I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh yeah, pineapple on pizza is so good. I love it so much. But no, I'm I'm
I'm so
heartbroken.
sorry. But I definitely agree. Mr. Woof Woof, bacon, like just meat on pizza, real
Mm,
good. Just because part of
mm,
it is the different tastes, and what makes
mm,
pineapple on pizza really good is the fact that it's
mm.
mixing the sweet and the savory. That's really what it is.
Yes, yes.
So
I feel like
maybe
some people are so angry about it though. They're always
yeah,
like, "Oh
well,
my
just
god, ew."
because like I can
Mm,
see how conceptually it feels very different because most other toppings
mm,
that vegetables on pizza, people get that. People get
mm,
peppers or olives on pizza. People understand meat on pizza,
mm.
but the concept of a fruit on pizza, there are no other fruits that go on pizza other than pineapple for whatever reason.
True, but
And
why?
the fact, well,
Why?
honestly, you're asking the real questions, Toma. You're asking the real questions that I think that we as a society are
Mhm,
limiting ourselves too much. That we are,
mhm.
too beholden to pizza tradition to think
Yeah.
outside the box and think, wait a minute, what are these
Mhm,
flavor profiles that we could have that we are
mhm,
just
mhm, mhm,
forbidding ourselves from enjoying because we are
mm,
so beholden to pizza tradition? And don't get me wrong, pizza tradition is our past, and pizza tradition is good. I love vegetables
mhm,
and meats on pizzas, but what if there could
mhm.
be more?
Yeah, I wait, yeah, why are we only putting pineapple on pizza? Why are there no other fruits on there?
Like
Is there a
why not
reason?
strawberry? Why not
Ooh.
like there could be so many different things. Now
Hmm.
dessert pizza. Have you ever had dessert pizza?
I've never had dessert
Ooh,
pizza.
dessert
Wait,
pizza
what
is
is
really good.
it?
So dessert
Oh.
pizza is
Mhm.
usually made with a different type of dough. So it's like a pastry dough. So,
Oh.
like
Oh.
sweet, floury, and it's just it's not a
Mm.
cookie texture, but it's the
Mm.
type of thing that you would have, in a pastry, not quite croissant flaky, but think
Oh, like a tart, maybe?
yeah, yes, there you go. Sort of like a
Oh.
tart, a bit like a Danish maybe. But that's the
Mm.
dough. And then
Mm.
usually in place of tomato sauce, you will get
Mm.
chocolate sauce or like a chocolate paste. So think sort of
Oh.
Nutella type of
Mm.
consistency. It could be Nutella itself or just
Oh.
like
Oh,
chocolate
no.
or something else of that consistency. And then people put on like
Oh. Mm.
M&Ms or gummy worms. And just
Mm.
it's the same concept there. You have your sauce and then you have your toppings and then you have a dessert pizza.
Mm. Oh, that sounds so good. I need to write that down. Oh my, a dessert pizza.
Yeah, like
There's like
usually
fruit
you'll get those
salad.
from like specialty restaurants. You don't see them every day because they, you know,
Yeah.
for
Mm.
they take a lot of work because you need to be able to prepare that
Mm. Mm.
dough differently. Because yes,
Mm.
you can just use normal pizza crust, but it's gonna taste a bit weirder.
Oh, true, true, true. Wait, but if there's like a chocolate dessert pizza, wouldn't you eat like a normal chocolate croissant or like a
Well, don't
like
get
a
me wrong, I love chocolate croissants,
mm,
but
mm,
yeah, I guess it's partially the presentation in that,
mm,
like I said, the dough is going to
mm,
be more substantial than a croissant, but I
mm,
absolutely adore chocolate croissants. Like one of my favorite
mm.
pastries.
They're
Just
so good.
oh,
Oh my god, chocolate croissant. I don't think I've
I have
had one in
I have good
years.
news for you, Toma. Chocolate
Yes,
croissants don't have fruit.
but they have milk.
Dang it!
Oh
Got to
man.
get that. Well, but the thing is, I'm sure you can find gluten free. I don't know how, but
Hmm.
technology's gotten really good at gluten free. No, wait,
Gluten free?
no, wait. Why did I say gluten free? No, sorry, they have
Gluten
milk. They have milk. I'm dumb.
dairy free.
Sorry. Well,
Dairy.
dairy free. Yeah, that we
Mm.
we've gotten really good at creating like dairy free stuff.
True, true,
So
true.
I'm sure you can find that this is not an
Yeah.
inherent disqualifier. It might be a bit of a challenge, but
Hmm.
I I'm sure it exists.
There
We
has
have
to
the
be
technology.
a good one somewhere. Maybe in the city when I move over. They're
Yes,
maybe
yeah.
they'll have like fancy ones.
That's what you need to do when you get to the city, Toma. Did you get to go
Mhm.
on like a food journey, a food like expedition to try and
Mm.
find like bakeries in the
Mm.
area of wherever the new city farm is of
Mm.
okay, who has uh you know milk free pastry
Oh,
stuff.
true. Yeah. Oh my god, it's gonna be like a mini journey. When I find a dairy-free chocolate croissant, I'll post
Like
it.
it will
I'll
be
send
a
it to
good
you.
day.
It will be an amazing day. That's the highlight of my projected day when I find one in the city.
Yes.
Hmm. Oh my god, croissants. The-
Croissants are like I don't want to say
Mm.
that croissants are underappreciated,
Mm.
but I feel like they're a little bit underappreciated. That everyone always thinks of the muffins and the cookies, and don't get me wrong, those are
Oh,
awesome.
true.
But I feel
Mm.
like just the
Mm.
croissants are a little bit, underappreciated
Mm.
from what they would be because they're awesome.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like people think of croissants as just like, oh, there's a croissant. It's a normal croissant, and they don't really get super excited over them or anything.
Mm,
You know? Like I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like when you think of like cupcakes or cookies or muffins, they're like, "Oh my god, you brought muffins? Holy Jesus, can I have one? I want a blueberry muffin. You have a cupcake? You have a chocolate cupcake? I want one. Can I have one?" But if you have like a croissant, they'll just be like, "Hey, yo, bro, nice croissant you got
Yeah,
there."
you brought bread, and it's like, no, it is more than bread. It is so much more.
Yeah, it's like so flaky and buttery and it's got all those layers inside. Like, oh my god, I love food. I love it so much.
So, what are some of your like favorite meals, or like any particularly adventurous or fun
Mm.
food stories, or things that you've tried or made?
Ooh, food stories. Oh my god, off the top of my head, holy, there's so many foods. I love them all too much to pick one. Oh man,
Well, I never said you had to pick one. I just said, like
true,
give me some of your favorites.
true.
So,
I really like. Okay, so I have this thing. I had this phase where I would go out and I'd pay like so. Oh my god, this is so expensive. Holy Jesus, I don't even use a wallet. I have like a Ziploc bag for my wallet, but I use like like $20 to get fancy coffee. You know, like those cute latte art thingies. You know?
Mm.
Oh.
Sorry, something just fell on my end.
Yeah.
I'm all good. I'm good though. Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
but like fancy latte art. But oh my
Mm.
goodness, I hope it
Oh
tasted good
geez.
at least.
Yeah, I love like I don't know. I think like presentation of food is super important. Like the food has to
Mm,
look pretty for the eyes, so it makes the tummy happy. You know, like yummy yummy in my tummy, but it has to look good first. You know, so
yes.
I really like it when there's like the pretty latte art. And for a while, I'd pay like, dude, prices are too expensive.
Oh my goodness.
I I like avocado toast. I like fancy lattes.
Hey, everybody has their thing that they enjoy and that makes them
Mhm.
happy. And you know,
True.
money
Mm.
exists to be spent. You can't take it with
Yeah.
you, so use it to
Mm.
make you happy. And if it makes you happy, then do it.
Mm.
You know, like be responsible,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
never be ashamed for spending, you know, like
Mm.
spending expendable income
True,
on stuff
true.
you like.
Yeah, I think it's good to like treat yourself every once in a while. You know, like if I'm eating like avocado toast and coffee every day, then that's like
It's a bit
maybe
much, but you
not.
know, like a
Yeah,
once a week thing, that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Wait, is avocado a fruit? Is it?
Uh,
Uh,
it's a weird one. It's not a normally fruity fruit because it has the big
mm,
seed.
yeah, it has a
So,
seed
like
in it.
in that, you know, seed technicality, I don't think of it as a fruit.
Yeah, but like I don't know. You know, like when you eat an avocado and sometimes it's just like it's not ripe enough, so it just
Mm.
like makes your throat itchy. No.
Well, to be fair, I don't eat a lot of avocado, so I
Oh.
don't know if that is a thing or if that's your allergies. I can't
Uh,
actually say.
no, it's like when you eat it, sometimes if it's not like just the right consistency or like if it's not ripe enough, then it's like water and then it gets like super itchy. And then sometimes when it's like too mushed or too ripe, then it gets kind of this doesn't sound right. You're allergic. I no, I no. I my my avocado toast. My my
I do
weekly
not know. But like I said, when you get to the city, get a better allergist.
Yeah, I need a whole list of this. Wait, I can't have my fancy avocado toast and my no. No. Oh my god. My heart is shattering. I no. No. Oh my god.
By the way,
Actual
thank you
pain.
for the follow, Detek, and I hope things are going well in Brazil.
Welcome to Brazil. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Hello.
So,
Mm.
so any like
Mm.
particularly you know favorite types of foods, anything that you know when you have a meal,
Mm.
not necessarily something that you would eat every day, but are there
Mm.
foods that just
Mm.
make you happy?
Oh, I think like I have like two things or
Mm,
maybe three. I have like three comfort foods. Like I'll eat these like all the time. So the first one, I I like spicy food, but I can't handle it. But like
mm,
when I'm feeling like you know, a little adventurous, I like this there's like this Chinese spicy chicken thing that I really
ooh,
like. It's like they serve it cold. So it's like spicy cold chicken with rice and the oh my, can I eat this? So like the sauce is like kind of sweet and spicy and it's super refreshing when you're like, "Oh my god, it's way too hot outside." So then you eat the spicy food because it's cold. So you're like, "Oh my god, it's so refreshing. My brain is going wow, 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 wow." And then the spice starts hitting you so you're not too cold. So you it's like icy hot but in your mouth.
yeah, ooh, that sounds
Yeah.
interesting. Because
It's really good.
hmm,
Mm. Mm. It's like sesame chicken, but spicy. Like
ooh, okay.
mm.
Yeah, sesame chicken's good. Like, gosh, I'm now realizing I haven't had Chinese food in a while.
Oh, I love eating it so much. There's like so many different types too. So it's kind of like
Yeah,
oh,
like I've been eating a lot more Japanese lately. That I really enjoy
oh,
sushi and Japanese curry. Well, I enjoy most curries. Like, I don't care if
mm,
it's Thai curry, Indian curry. Just
mm,
over the past really 3-4 years, I have learned the joys of curry.
Oh, I feel like I haven't had enough curry. I've only had like the basic Japanese curry, and then maybe
Mm.
like a couple others along the way, but nothing
Well, if you
nothing too
can't
awesome.
handle spiciness, that's the thing of just you don't
Mm.
want Indian curry because Indian curry is spicy by nature. Like even if
Oh.
you ask for Indian curry to be mild, it
Mhm.
is still going to be spicy. Just that is how
Oh
Indian curry is
no.
prepared. It is possible
Mm.
to get mild Japanese curry and
Mm.
but Thai curry is definitely one where there's a
Oh.
lot of different Thai curries, and that can range from
Oh.
mild to very spicy. But
Mm.
Thai curry, at least in my experience, you can ask
Mm.
for it to be mild and it will actually be mild. Whereas in my experience, you can
Oh.
ask for Indian curry to be mild and it will not actually be
Mm.
mild.
Oh. It's like you ask for it to be mild, and they're like,
They're
funny
like,
joke.
okay,
Okay.
it will be relatively mild, as in, you know, it won't be death in your
Mhm.
mouth hot. Okay, we can do that. We can't make it so it is not hot at all.
Oh my
Whereas
god.
Thai curry can be not
Mhm.
hot at all.
Ah. Ooh, I need to try some good curry. I don't have enough around me.
Mm-mm.
Man. Mm.
And what
Ooh.
were the others? Because you
I
mentioned that there were 2
oh.
or 3.
The second one. The second one is okay. I think the last one's more exciting, so I'll save that last. But the second
Mm-mm.
one is peanut butter. I
You sent me a picture of an empty. I forgot to upload the photo here. You know what?
Mhm.
Maybe give
Mhm.
me a second. I'm just gonna do
Okay.
this here. I'm not gonna use. Did I download it? I don't know if I did. You keep talking about peanut butter. I'll get this
Okay.
prepared.
Okay, so the thing is, like, I love peanut butter so much. I think back when I used to eat chocolate a lot, I would eat like Reese's, like the Reese's,
Ooh,
not puffs, the cups. You
yeah,
know,
no,
like
I
mm,
I like peanut butter. I
mm,
love chocolate and peanut butter.
mm. Like it's such a good combination, and I love it so much.
Oh
But once
yeah.
I stopped being able to eat chocolate, my brain was like, oh, no more chocolate, easy,
Well, at
just
least
eat
we
peanut
have the
butter.
other half. Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense. That
we
makes sense.
yeah. So I started eating more peanut butter, and I'd eat it with like crackers or in sandwiches. And then um so what happened earlier last year, I had like a tiny peanut butter jar, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm almost done with this jar. I finished this jar in like a couple months. I guess it's time to buy a new one." So I went to like my local like Target, I guess. I went to a Target, and I was like, "Oh, time to buy new peanut butter jar. Which brand will it be? Which type will it be?"
Well, there it is.
So,
That is a
oh my
big
god.
image. Let me shrink down this image. Goodness, that oh boy. Oh boy. Actually, you know what? I'm silly. Let's do where'd it go? There we go.
Oh my
Ha.
god.
Yes. This this is the picture that Toma sent me the other day, and I was like, at first I thought it was art because I saw like the swirly design, and I was like, oh, does Toma do art too? Is this a little design thing? I was like,
Oh
oh
my
wait, no,
god.
that's the inside of a jar.
That's the inside of it.
Now, as long as you don't tell me that you ate this all in a day, like it is perfectly natural to have a jar of peanut butter and to eventually finish a jar of peanut butter. That
Hmm.
if
Yeah.
this took you, like a week, a couple of weeks, a month, that this is not a horrifying picture. As long as you tell me this wasn't a full jar 24 hours prior.
No. I just like sometimes I just take out a spoon and I eat like a couple spoonfuls
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like,
Mhm.
peanut butter as a snack, just a couple
Mhm.
spoonfuls, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's my protein, you know?
Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
protein.
Mhm.
I guess,
Mhm.
well, it's a nut, not a fruit, so that's fine.
True. So I
And
I
it's
can
sort of
still
ironic
have
because, peanut
mm,
butter allergies or just peanut allergies in general are one of the most
mm.
common out there. So,
Yeah.
knock on wood, hopefully you don't develop that hopefully at the very least you are spared from that one.
Hopefully my body's just like, oh, yep, here's the big list. Let's skip over this common one. All the other ones, all right, check the box. Check
Yep,
the
yep,
box.
yep.
We're allergic
Mhm.
now. Yeah, completely normal. But yeah, I don't eat the whole thing in 24 hours. But I think there are a couple of times. So I used to do like movie nights every weekend. Or not every weekend, every week. In my Discord server. So during the movie, for like the entirety of the 2 hours, I would just like take out a peanut butter jar, and I would just eat like non-stop spoons full of the peanut butter.
Oops.
So it's like every week I get a little bit more, not an absolute glutton, just a little bit,
Just
tiny bit.
just a small glutton.
Yeah, a small glutton,
Mm-mm.
just a little bit, not a big deal, But yes, I have gone through like 3 jars of peanut butter at this point. I'm about to like upgrade to an industrial sized peanut
Yeah,
butter jar.
get the big Costco jar.
Yeah, when you buy in bulk, it's cheaper, So
Yeah, you're being economical.
yeah, it makes sense. It just works. It's good stuff. I'm just,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. This is fine. This is fine. But I think the last comfort food I have, the big one, is actually tomato soup.
How on brand.
I love tomato soup so much. It's like whenever I start feeling kind of funky wonky, like tomato soup's there for me. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like when you feel like eating something, but then you don't really feel like eating anything, tomato soup. If it's cold, tomato soup. If it's hot, tomato soup.
I don't like hot tomato soup, but I love gazpacho. I really like cold tomato soup.
Yeah,
That
I like it when it's like
for
cooled
whatever
down
reason, I
Mm.
like. Don't get me wrong. I like tomato sauce and stuff, so I don't have a problem with cooked tomatoes. But for whatever reason, maybe it's the consistency that like tomato soup I think is a bit thicker than gazpacho. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's just like gazpacho has a couple other ingredients that make it a bit just more refreshing, and just that for whatever reason, tomato soup has never truly spoken to me. But I know a lot of people love it.
I don't know. It's like I feel like I have a lot of good memories of it because whenever I get sick, tomato soup is there for me.
Yeah,
Through tough
there is
times.
absolutely just memory foods and comfort foods of just even if it's not like the most complex taste in the world, that it's one that makes you happy. That my big comfort food, well, I suppose one of my comfort foods is just peanut butter and chocolate. And I really enjoy that. My favorite food, and this is something that has come up in previous streams. So I am from Maryland. I do not currently live in Maryland, but I grew up in Maryland, and there's a stereotype of Marylanders loving crabs, of just Maryland blue crabs. And I am here to say that I absolutely embody that stereotype.
Oh, I've never had. Wait, what's the difference between like a Maryland blue crab and like a normal blue crab? What's the specialty?
It's a difference in taste, in just the meat, and also
Really?
it's usually done with a spice blend called Old Bay, which was first made in Baltimore and now is like you can find Old Bay in a Target or in a Kmart or gosh, I just said Kmart. What the heck? Walmart. I haven't been I don't know if Kmart's still around. Jeez. Anyways, like that just Old Bay is now owned by McCormick, that spice giant. So you can find it. It's very easy to find. It's usually in these yellow containers with a blue label. And it is a amazing spice. It's really an allspice that Marylanders will put it in basically anything. That you can put it on chicken, on fish, but crabs are, like where it's known for. And I guess the best way to describe how Maryland crabs are different, like, because there's Alaskan crab and that's good. Like I am a snob in that I will always say Maryland blue crabs are better than other crabs, but I love crabs in general and will say that all crabs are good. But it's sort of the difference of what's a good sort of way to describe it, of like different fish, because it's just it's a different like subtype of fish. It's not even that the waters in Maryland are special, so it makes it better or anything like that. No, it's like that it is a there's different subspecies of animals, that there's different subspecies of fish and of fruits, even, because you have your Granny Smith apples and you have your Red Delicious apples, so there's different types and they have different flavors, and that Maryland blue crabs are just a different type of crabs that are native to Maryland and the surrounding areas, and that just they are very iconic, and that's how Maryland sort of got the stereotype of it, because they're a very popular food there because they're good.
Oh, so they're just built different, I guess.
They are literally just built different.
They're just
Yes.
built different. I've never tried them. I have
They are
to
very
go there
good. If
someday.
you ever visit Maryland, that
Mm,
just since it is, seafood, that it's not
mm,
usually something that you can get in other areas, or if you are going to get them in
mm,
other areas, they're going to be even more expensive.
mm,
But if you ever end up, in Washington D.C. or in Baltimore
mm.
or someplace like that, Maryland
Mm.
blue crabs, if you can get them, they are amazing, and just
Ooh.
that is my comfort food that I love. I only get to have them like once a year or so whenever I go home for a family
Mm.
vacation, but I got to have it for the first time in
Mm.
2 years, actually, like a month
Oh.
ago, because I didn't go home to visit
Mm.
family in 2020,
Oh. Yeah.
but was able
Mm.
to a month ago, and I went out
Mm.
of my way, was like, I am having my crabs, gosh darn it.
Dude, that sounds so good. Now I want crabs. Dude, but I'm not even in Maryland. What am I gonna do? I,
Someday.
dude, someday. Another thing to add to the bucket list,
Yes.
Maryland blue crabs.
Mm,
Ooh, maybe they'll take a spot on my top 3 comfort foods.
Who,
Maybe.
who knows?
Ooh, who knows? We'll find out when I have them.
Yeah.
Holy. Yeah, I don't think my story with tomato soup is as happy as that. I have it whenever I get like the flu every year. I, yeah, it's like whenever I have it, I have like really weird fever dreams. So
Oh
I
dear.
associate them with my tomato soup.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
one time, I think it was like I had like a really bad case of the flu. So I was gone for like 2 weeks. I think it was a couple years ago. I couldn't feel my legs and they turned into spaghetti and I was like, "Oh, I will now lie on the ground. I am perishing." And I had like it was so bad. I was just having tomato soup during that time because I was too sick to eat anything else. And I would have these really vivid dreams where I would live my entire life
Oh my
like
goodness.
I was like lawyer Toma for one of the dreams. And I woke up in my dream when I was like, oh, I don't feel like being a lawyer. And I woke up and I became a doctor and I lived like 40 years
Oh my
as like
goodness.
Dr. Toma. And
Dr.
I
Toma.
yeah, literally like PhD holding like, oh man, I'm performing open heart surgery on a tomato Dr.
Well, hey, at
Toma.
least like you're taking some noble professions here though in your dreams. Like this is cool. This is nice. Of
Yeah.
you're saving lives, or you're
Mhm.
defending the innocent in court. So
Mhm.
noble aspirations, even if only in the
Yeah.
dreams.
It was pretty trippy because I would like live like 40 years in my dream and I would just like lay in bed in my dream. So I'm like in the exact same room and I'm just like, "Oh man, I'm kind of tired of being a doctor. I guess it's time to go back to sleep." And then I'm like a pilot and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm playing flight simulator, I guess. I'm a plane now."
Are you a
Ooh. And
lucid
I
dreamer? Are you able to easily control your dreams, or is it something that just
Hmm.
that particular night, for whatever
Hmm.
reason, your brain was in this state where it just had
Hmm.
you in these different professions?
Ooh, I think it's like whenever I get sick, my brain starts doing
Oh yeah,
funky
that
things.
sick dreams are
Yeah.
that's a
Mm.
different breed entirely of just
Yeah,
I don't care who
yeah.
you are, that if you're sick, your brain's gonna do funky stuff.
It's like the brain's overheating, so it starts going kind of like
Blah 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 blah. Blah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
it's like during those 2 weeks my dreams were so weird and all I can remember is just like, "Oh yes, I lived like maybe like 8 separate lives.
Oh
I
my
had tomato
goodness.
soup and yeah, now we're back to normal."
Yay.
Back to our scheduled programming. It's so weird, but now
Oh,
whenever I think of
Varietta
like
has it.
yeah,
Acetoma.
Ace Atoma. Ace Atoma strikes again. I'm the best. Is it prosecutor? Persecutor? Wait, no.
Well, no, it's a
Perse-
defense attorney.
yes. Wait, I'm the best defense. I don't know if that's right. What do you call the lawyers that do the
An
thing?
attorney, a defense
I
attorney.
I
Yeah,
am the best
because
defense attorney.
prosecutor is the one
Oh.
who is pressing the charges, and then it's the
Oh.
defense lawyer or attorney that is defending the
Oh.
person who is being prosecuted.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So the prosecutor is like the bad guy in the game, the Ace
Generally,
Attorney.
yeah, in those games, the prosecutor is the bad guy. Yes.
Okay. So I am not the prosecutor.
No.
I am not Wait, persecution is different, right?
Persecution and prosecution are very different. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Same root words that you are not incorrect for thinking of them similarly.
Persecution is like
Persecution
persecution.
is like going after a person in
Mm.
like real life and like doing bad
Oh.
things, and
Oh.
that it's I don't know what
Oh,
the
that's
exact root is
oh.
in terms of like the exact words, but the concept at play here is
Mm.
it's both sort of like targeting or antagonizing someone almost, of because a prosecutor
Mm.
is going after someone who has broken the law, or that they are trying to get a thing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's weird. Even I don't have a full understanding, and I like to think I am good with words.
Persecution. Prosecution.
The English language is weird.
Yeah, it's English is hard, man. Oh my god, I can't imagine like anyone that's learning English. I can't even
Gosh,
speak
no,
English properly.
no.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Gosh, now I'm hungry. I know what I'm doing after stream.
Oh
Eating.
man,
Oh boy.
it's eating time. Consumption.
Yes.
English
Nom nom
is
nom nom.
sasiwasi. Oh, I
Quite.
yeah, I don't know. I think like learning languages is so tough. But I don't know. I feel like anything else is even more big brain. So I don't really like to think about those. For
Nah.
me, I feel like learning languages is like easier. I feel weird saying that though, but I feel like it's easier learning a language compared to doing anything else. Mm, like math? I can't do math. That.
Oh, well, depends on what type of math. Algebra and I are
Mm,
buddies. Calculus and I don't
mm.
get along.
No, yeah, for me, I remember nothing. I can barely count. I can't add properly. I have to use a calculator just to double check that I'm counting correctly. Like, I'm so bad at
Hey,
any,
and
like,
all those teachers who
mm.
said, "Oh, you're not gonna have a calculator in real life."
Now I have one built into my phone. How the tables have turned. The
Indeed.
turntables. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, I really like learning languages. That's pretty
I want to
funky.
learn languages. I am,
Mm.
for whatever reason, it has never been a strength of mine, but I've been wanting to learn that. I've been meaning to
Mm.
learn Japanese. I taught myself all of the
Mm.
katakana and hiragana, but have
Mm.
not done
Mm.
anything with that since. And I like taught myself those in February, so I need to get around to it.
Ah. I feel like Japanese is a really fun language to learn. I
Yeah.
It's like
Barrietta, I think, is right. It's easier to learn a
mm.
language and you're forced to speak it. That immersion is always going to be easier.
True.
It's just
True,
finding
true,
a
true.
situation where you have to be immersed and then
Mm.
give it 6 months to a year. And not many
Mm.
people are able to afford to be
Ah.
immersed and not have the understanding for a year.
True, true. I feel like I like self-immersed when I was first learning Japanese because I used to be like huge weeb, like watch anime 24/7, watch it in bed, watch it in on my computer, watch it like all day every day type of weeb. Like not that I'm not now, but it's like everything is much more subdued, you know? So I feel like I spent so much time watching it that my first few years of learning Japanese were kind of a breeze because my brain was like, oh my god, I've heard this before. I my brain, I'm like superpowers are activating. Mm,
Yeah. Now,
yeah, I don't know. I
one.
feel like
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I feel like it's important when you're learning a language though, it's like consistency is key, you know? Because if you don't keep practicing or if you don't keep using it, then like your part the
Yeah,
part of
you're
your
gonna forget
brain.
about it. Yeah, that's been
Yeah,
my
yeah,
trouble of
yeah.
just I like to keep
Mm,
myself busy with a lot of things, this show being one of
mm,
them. And the trouble is I have done a good enough job of keeping myself busy that I haven't been able to build in that
mm,
consistency for things. And also I have a bit of
mm,
analysis paralysis on, okay, what is the
mm.
best way to learn of, you know, do I use this
Ah,
given program, or should I
mm,
get a course book, or should
mm,
I invest in
mm.
personalized lessons over video calls and whatnot? And
Ah,
I've had a couple people recommend things to me, but I haven't taken that plunge yet. But
Mm-mm.
Hopefully in the coming months I'll be able to finally do that, but we shall see.
Yeah, hopefully. I got you if you ever need like a practice buddy. My Japanese skills are like because I haven't been able to use it at all, especially like over this past year. So I think like if you look through my VODs when I first started streaming, I spoke like a little more Japanese, and now it's like I barely speak a single line unless I see it like during stream. And I'm like, oh man, Japanese brain is crying a little bit in a corner. It's being neglected. I will probably not remember anything by the end of this year.
Oh dear, oh
Mm,
dear.
yeah, feels bad, but it is what it is because I don't use it at all. Like
Mm.
I studied it for maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's my fourth or fifth year studying it,
Oh
but I
wow. So how did
yeah.
you study it?
So I had it like formal education. So like
Mm.
I have it through classes and then online stuff as well. And I think me being like big anime fan helped that out a lot. Like if I wasn't interested from the beginning and I had to learn the whole language like straight from scratch, I think it'd be really difficult because my first 2, 3 years of learning it, I didn't really struggle too much with anything because there's a lot of vocabulary that's familiar to me, so it's kind of like, oh, I'm just breezing through. But when you go into more of like the complicated stuff and you have to read like full on text, it's kind of like, oh man. Um, yes, yes, I am. Ooh, brain. Hee hee ha ha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's the same for like a lot of the other languages that I tried to study. I studied Spanish and Korean for a little bit, but because I didn't use them for a while, I completely forgot everything. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Spanish
Mm,
I took
mm,
like 3 years of Spanish, I think, between
mm,
middle and high school, and I was
mm.
always middling at it. There's so many conjugations of verbs.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many different forms, and I don't remember any of them. So I'm like, oh man, there's too many things. Oh, the brain. There's not enough space in the skull, the tomato skull.
Yes.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yes,
know. I think,
if I ever
yeah.
end up
Mm,
finally delving into Japanese properly, I may end up taking
mm.
you up on that study buddy offer.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I have not really used Japanese too often. The back when I think this year, the biggest moment when I was actually like using it actively was when I was actually talking to my mama and papa for the model. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because they both they don't speak English. So I had to like I was like, oh man, my
Oh
my
boy.
brain. Oh
Time to
man.
use Google Translate.
Oh Jesus. And I was like, oh dude, my brain is suffering. And when I was asking for like any revisions or anything, any like specific like details, I was like, oh man, let me look through my books. Oh, what is the word for this? How do you say this? It was so tough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. But I haven't really used it since then. But I'm down. I'm down. We can practice together. I got you. I got you.
Well,
Mm-mm.
thank you. That is a very generous offer.
mm.
So, when it comes to interests, there are a couple things that you mentioned that you're really into, one of which I am not surprised about, one of which I
Mm.
very much was surprised about. The one that did
Mm.
not surprise me is that you are a big fan of Peppa Pig.
That's not surprising.
No, just Peppa Pig is pink and happy and joyful and energetic, which is very much you. So that did not
Mm.
surprise me.
I really like Peppa Pig. I don't know when it started. I think it was I had like a Toma buddy and they were showing me this video. It's like Peppa Pig but badly dubbed. It was like a
Oh
Chinese
my.
dub of Peppa Pig.
Oh
So it's like
dear.
you just hear them speaking normally in Chinese, and then all of a sudden they have like this snorting sound, and it's like behind every single word. So they say like half a sentence and there's a snort, and then it's like half a sentence snort. It's like, hi, my name is Peppa. My name is George. Okay, today we are gonna pick flowers. I'm gonna go find my mom. Like it's they added in so many extra snorts in between every single line, so I I love it so much. It's so
Oh my
funny.
goodness.
Oh man, it's like the normal Peppa Pig is already like snorts at at the end of every sentence, but I don't know what they did with the Chinese dub. It's literally like, oh man, Susie, Susie the sheep, we're gonna go to the beach. Do you know how to swim? I do not.
That seems a
And
wee
it's
bit
like,
excessive.
it's everywhere. Oh my god. It's so funny. I love it so much. And I think I had like a mini phase where I was literally like, "Oh yes, I'm going to get a Peppa Pig backpack. I'm going to get like Peppa Pig everything." And I don't know why. I was so invested into it. But now I have like a tiny little George Pig next to me right now. He's small. Small George Pig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He has a very cute smile. Very charming. Very, yeah, he's right here. Yeah. Mhm. It was actually because of Peppa Pig that I was about to become a pig VTuber
Oh,
instead of a
really?
tomato. Yeah. Right when I first started streaming, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I can be like a little pig, like a farming pig instead of like a tomato farmer.
Okay, yeah. So
So
the farm
yeah.
was the same, the pink was the same,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. Mm. It was just the piggy part.
what
Cause
ultimately made the
oh.
decision? Was it that you didn't want to have like the nose and tail
Mm,
or ears and stuff, or was there something about just
mm.
tomatoes that eventually spoke to you?
Mm. There were a couple things. I think like first of all, it's like the nose, like the snout. I wasn't sure what I would do with that because it's like, oh,
Mm,
do I have snout? Do I have no snout? Because I feel like if you're like a pig, like the pig ears aren't super recognizable
that's
because like
true.
it
Yeah,
kind of looks like cat ears, but it
kind
could
of
be
like
like a
dog
dog.
ears. Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
sometimes a little bit floppy.
Yeah, they're like kind of in the middle, so it kind of just looks like a pink dog or something. And then you can't really see the tail on screen unless you have like a huge tail, I guess. It-
Mm, yeah, that's
yeah.
true. Yeah, because it's just sort of small and
mm,
spirally and in the back,
Yeah, so I
not
was
big
like,
and
"Oh
fluffy.
man, no one's going to know what I am. They're just going to be like, "Oh, pink puppy, cute. All right. Pink puppy with weird nose. Cool, I guess. Nice." So I was thinking, man, that would be really weird further down the line. And it was also just like when I first started streaming, I saw like a lot of like animal related VTubers,
Mm, yeah.
and I was like, "Dude, I'm going to be a tomato. I will now be fruit. Fruit and veggie."
Yes. Yeah. You are the only.
Mm,
No, wait. I think I know like
mm,
one or two other
mm,
uh
mm.
fruit or vegetable VTubers, but they are certainly underrepresented compared to animal VTubers.
Yeah. I was really sad for a bit because I was like, dude, maybe I did the wrong thing. There's like no other vegetable or anyone else that's
No, but
like
that's exactly why you
a
did the
food.
right thing, in my opinion.
True. There's I don't know if you know her. There's a potato VTuber that I met. And she's super cute. Do you know Poyun?
I
Poyun.
do not.
Oh, she's super adorable. She's like a tiny little potato, and she has multiple forms. She has one potato form, and then she has like a chibi form of herself. And it's super cute because she's like a potato on a little farm and garden.
Mm.
So you can have like a hydrate redeem, and you can like water her with a hose and she turns into potato.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
very cute, very cute.
I
She's
know
super
of a
sweet.
pumpkin VTuber,
Mm, mm, mm,
but
mm.
I have never seen this potato VTuber. I will have to look into them.
She's very adorable. She does a lot of art streams, very comfy.
Mm.
Mm,
Now, on the other
mm.
side of things that I did not expect, things that I don't know if this has ever come up in your streams before. So this might be, breaking news on VTuber Talk for the wonderful folks who are tuning in right now. And thank you for joining us.
Mm.
You had a phase where you were really into J-Rock, and that in and of itself is not too surprising because, like you mentioned,
Mm,
really into anime and stuff. The one that caught
mm.
me off guard was you were big into also death metal.
Yeah,
So now I hear this and all I can picture is just like, death metal Toma, the classic sort of Kiss
mm.
uh death metal makeup, like what white and black face paint and like,
Oh,
black hair and just, metal
mm.
spikes on everything.
Oh my god. That's
So
like hot topic
alternate
Toma.
yeah, hot topic Toma when.
Oh my god. Next outfit? Question mark? Spoiler? I don't
Mhm.
know. Oh my god.
So
Yeah,
how did you end up getting into that?
oh.
Because it just I
Mm.
definitely understand like, music
Hmm.
sometimes speaks to people, but I guess that's not necessarily the type of thing that I would expect to see you get into. Do you remember what got you into it?
That's a ooh. Why was I into death metal? That's a question I ask myself every day. Oh man, it was a time. I think it was because uh hmm I think like when you're growing up, you just see like a lot of like the typical like pop songs and everything. So
Hmm.
I think I was on YouTube one time and I was like, dude, what is going on? What is this? They're just screaming into the mic and like everything is just like and they're just like nonstop screaming. They're so angry and aggressive, but for some reason my brain was like, all right, let's watch more. Let's look for another one. Let's see another one. And
Any
it's like one
favorite
of
bands
those.
or songs?
Oh, oh, that's a good question. For me, it's been like such a long time. My brain has like blocked out a huge portion of.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's like one of those phases where you're like, oh man, I was a different breed. I don't know what I was thinking.
Because I mean, like, don't get me, there's
Oh,
nothing wrong with liking death
yeah.
metal, but I can
Mhm.
also understand sort of evolving taste and being like, wow, I've changed a lot
Yeah.
and my tastes have changed a lot.
Yeah, it's like such a night and day difference. It's like I don't know what happened there. I think I was like really into it for a little bit where I was like, "Oh my god, mom, I'm going to I'm going to become like a rock star and I'm going to start my own band and we're going to become like this group right here blah, blah,
Like,
blah, and we're going
please
to
add
scream."
a couple of death metal songs to your karaoke list. I don't know which ones might necessarily be viable or which ones are going to
Mhm.
be safe to make sure you don't get DMCA'd and have,
Oh,
good karaoke
true.
versions, but
Mm.
I would really like to see just wonderful, adorable Toma doing
Mhm.
death metal. Because, well, I
Mm.
like you have the energy for it, and don't get me wrong, like, that type of stuff takes energy, it takes a commitment to be able to do,
Mhm.
like, good death metal
Mhm.
screaming. I have a couple of friends who are into it, and just you need to
Mhm.
know how to do it, or you're gonna hurt your voice.
True. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think because like I actually I tried doing a couple metal songs before, like long ago, like once in a blue moon, and I was like, dude, I have no idea how to do this, and my voice was like the next day, and I was like, all right, we will now be removing all metal songs from my list.
Oh, no, so, yeah, like, don't do too many, but
Oh
maybe
man.
just one, maybe just a
Yeah.
crumb of metal.
Yeah, just a tiny, tiny little smidge, a little surprise here and there. I'll put it down for when we come back from our move. That's gonna be like the first
Oh
song.
boy, oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. The very first song on our karaoke when we come back. Yeah. That would be pretty cool. I think I transitioned out of the metal phase when I started watching more anime and I kind of got
Mm.
into that instead. So I had like mm,
So any favorite
I
J-rock or J-pop ones? Like, were they
mm,
mostly anime openings, or did you discover a couple of bands?
I was into Flow and old codex for
Ah,
a while.
okay. Well,
Mm,
my favorite anime is Code
mm.
Geass. So I love me Flow. I love me some
Yeah.
Flow.
I really liked Flow for a bit, and then there was this one concert that I wanted to go to, and I was like, "Yo, mom, I'm going to this concert. He's gonna scream. Everyone's gonna scream, mom." And my mom was like, "Okay, we will go, I guess." And I was like,
Well, at least she's
"Yeah."
supportive.
Yeah, at least she's going along with it. She had a good time. And then I went to go see Old Codex and Flo perform. And it was a pretty crazy experience because my Toma mom was literally just like she was on the side. It's one of those it's like there's a pit in the front. So there I
Mm-hmm.
was like small like 4 foot tall tomato
Oh my
at the
goodness.
front of the pit and I was like, "Oh yeah." And my Toma mom was like, dude, you're partying to like 40-year-old men. You are a child. The 40-year-old man is now talking about tacos and you are crying over him. Are you okay? And I was like, oh my
I
god, mom!
mean, who hasn't cried over tacos at least once in their life?
Exactly, exactly. It's life changing. The taco experience. The Toma taco experience. But I really like old codex. I don't know if there's any like big songs from them that I'd Hmm. Do you know like that one swimming anime, like Free?
Free? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's like Makoto. He's like the tall guy. He's like the
Yeah,
tall
the tall, cool
brunette.
guy with glasses, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So the leader of Old Codex is the voice actor for Makoto, and he's like
Mm.
super cute in the anime. But then once you listen to his songs, it's like they're super, super soft in the beginning, and he starts screaming like crazy in the middle. And I was like, oh my god, this guy is so cool! Oh, wow. So yeah, I had a huge phase where I was like fangirling over that band so badly. It was so weird. Oh man. But yeah, I think after that I slowly like phased out of it and I went more into like just like normal anime openings. And then
Mm.
I had like a mini K-pop phase. Oh man. I've had like 5 mini K-pop phases. And then I don't know, like some of my Toma buddies, they're like super super into K-pop and I just can't get into it. I don't know what it is. Like it just like some of the songs are super good, but I don't think I'd go like, "Oh my god, mom, he's talking about tacos. I'm crying." And you know like I don't think I'd get that crazy over it. But yeah, ever since then, I think I've started listening to like a lot more BGM and just like
I feel like we all have, honestly.
yeah, like just like casual stuff, I feel like. And it's also partially because like ever since streaming, most of the stuff that I listen to is just like in the background. And it's gotten to a point where it's like if I don't hear any BGM, I feel kind of weird. Like
Yeah,
there
I
has
hate
to be
silence. I just like
yeah.
even
Mm,
just when I'm in
mm,
my apartment, that if I
mm,
don't have, you know,
mm,
a like something
mm,
playing in the background, like
mm.
I want to at least have a fan on for white noise. I don't like silence at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like when it's too silent, then things are kind of like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
it's
put
just
something on.
mm-hmm.
Mhm. But yeah, I think especially like in the recent months, like literally even if I'm just talking to someone, like even now I have BGM playing in the background for
Well,
myself.
I have the monitor on, so I can hear the background music that's currently playing
Mm.
in the stream itself. So yes,
Wait. Oh. Mm. Mm. For a second I thought you meant that you could hear like the BGM coming from my side and I was like,
no, no,
wait.
no, no, no,
Oh
no,
my god.
no. I
I
hear
had
the
like
one that's
mini panic. I
no.
was like,
You're fine.
"Oh
You're
no."
fine. I would have told you a long time ago if
Man,
I was hearing something from your end.
if I was playing like death metal in the background right now. Oh boy, I was like,
I mean,
"Oh
not that
no."
I would mind having death metal BGM as long as it's royalty free and I don't get DMCA bonked for it.
True.
That's
True.
honestly the only thing I care about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, "Oh no. We are in trouble if that's the case."
hmm
I've been playing like these copyrighted songs nonstop in the background. Holy.
Don't
I was like,
worry,
"Oh,
we're
oh
safe.
man.
We're good.
Oh boy. Oh man." Panic. Holy. But yeah, I think like I'm pretty casual now in terms of like music taste. I'm a normie, man. I'm a normie. I scroll on TikTok all day in bed and I listen to TikTok songs.
Mm,
Mm.
like for me, that
Yeah.
I've always been, uh,
Mm.
well, I'm very much a band geek,
Mm.
but I've always loved orchestral music, like movie soundtracks, anime soundtracks, game soundtracks, the
Mm.
big ones. Just I love
Mm.
orchestral stuff. I
Mm.
don't
Mm.
mind classical and the Beethoven, the
Mm.
Mozarts, and whatnot. That's okay. That's not what I'm going to listen to in my free time. But
Yeah.
like I
I guess
love like the Ace
mm.
Attorney soundtrack. Honestly, is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time.
Mm.
Really good music. The Pokemon
Mm.
games,
Mm.
awesome soundtracks.
Yes. Oh my
Um,
god.
there's a
Mm.
lot of different
Mm.
movies that have good soundtracks.
Mm.
Just animes like Code Geass has a really good soundtrack to that. There's
Yeah.
just a lot of different fun ones. Like that's the
Mm.
type of stuff that I listen to if I'm just
Mm.
like looking to listen to music in the background while I'm doing work or
Mm.
something.
Yeah, I one of the soundtracks I really like One Piece OSTs.
Ooh,
One
I have not dived into One Piece because it is so
Oh,
big that I'd
yeah.
rather watch like 100
Mm.
different 12 episode series than
Mm.
watch all One Piece. And
Yeah.
I know I'm missing out. I know One Piece is great,
Yeah. it's really
I
good.
just
Mm.
I I feel like the train
Mm.
is too far ahead of me for me to attempt to catch it
No,
at this point.
no. I feel like okay. So the truth. Okay, here's the tea about the One Piece anime.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, okay. So this is during like my huge anime phase where I was like, I will watch anime 24/7. So I binged like I think 600 plus episodes of One Piece.
Oh my
I think I
gosh.
stopped either around 650 or 750, but so I think it's around episode 600 or 6 I want to say 617, but I don't know if that's correct. But around episode 617, the anime at that point caught up to the manga too quickly, so they proceeded to do like
Filler arcs. Filler
no,
arcs.
no, see, this is where it gets bad.
Oh
They
no.
didn't do filler arcs. But what they did instead was they dragged out the like the intro and the recap part of every episode,
Oh
and they added
no.
like still frames for the entire episode until the manga was
Just
far ahead enough.
sandbagging it.
Yeah, so like okay, which is fine for a couple episodes, right? Like you can be like, okay, I'll just go through a bit.
Yeah,
But
just
yeah,
once, to have a recap episode or
yeah,
something to just bide
it's
your
fine.
time. Okay, fine. I'll give you the one in however
Yeah.
many hundreds of episodes that One Piece has. That's forgivable.
Yeah. It's like once in a while is okay, but they did it for almost the entire story arc. So they did
Oh
this for like
no.
I think it was 80 to 100 episodes worth of One Piece,
What?
and it was just all like so slow because one episode would be like, all right, last week on One Piece, Luffy has traveled to this area. He now needs to fight the enemies. And they spend 5 minutes showing the enemies, but it's not even animated. It'll be like, enemy A, French fries. And it's just like slowly panning across the screen. Enemy B, hamburger. And then it just slowly pans around too. And I'm like, oh my, no, you're joking. And they do that for like
Oh.
15 minutes. And every episode is like 24 minutes with the opening and ending. So they have that for 15 minutes. Then they have a 5 minutes worth of the episode. But it's not even really animated. It's like one of those still frames. And I'm like, oh my, oh, it's so bad. So I stopped watching the series around like that point. But I heard that if you skip those 100 episodes, the animation now is really, really good. Like, the current arc that it's on is apparently very, very, very good. So if you read the manga
The
for the
trouble
beginning,
is, then I
it's
need
okay.
to get through like 600 episodes to get there, and I don't have that time.
No, it's really good though. Like I cried
Like
over a boat.
oh,
It's so good.
like
Like, oh,
maybe
yeah.
someday, but I'm the type that
Mm,
I watch a good number of animes as they're airing. So like I'm
mm,
watching about
mm,
10 series this season. I'm not watching like everything, but when
mm,
you think about it, if it's 23
mm.
episodes a show and I'm watching 10 shows in a season, that's the equivalent to watching about 2 to 3 movies a week.
Oh,
Which,
true, true.
2 3 movies a week, that's not absurd. That's not crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And just, I'm
Mm,
not it'll be, like 2 or 3 episodes on this day. That's an hour,
mm,
whatever. 1 or
mm.
2 episodes on that day. Cool. And just I'm
Yeah.
able to sort of keep up piecemeal wise. Uh
Mm,
but I could never just say, okay, I'm gonna
mm.
watch, 10 episodes of One Piece today, 10 episodes of One Piece
Oh,
tomorrow, and just like
true.
keep going on all those. And then,
True.
like, then there's no way I'd be watching
Mm,
all these other ones. And I enjoy watching all these other
mhm.
ones.
Yeah, I think right now, even if you watch 2 episodes a day,
It would
after 1
take
year,
you
you
like,
still
if you watch 2 episodes a day,
it
it will
take you
take you over
2
3
years?
years. It'll take
3
you over 3 years to get to
Oh my
be caught up. And it's
god.
like, that's a lot.
Yeah, true. I didn't think about it like that. I was like, "Oh yeah, 600 episodes, easy, easy peasy, no big deal." That's like two Naruto Shippudens. That's the whole series times 2. Oh my Yeah, I think they're on like what, episode 800 now? Is that how far they've gotten?
I think they're at 1,000.
You're joking. Oh my god. 1,000 episodes of One Piece. That's crazy. Cuz I stopped at around like in the 600 to 700 mark. I never made it to 800. So I'm like, I don't know how long it's been, but Jesus Christ. Oh my god. It's really good though. Like I feel bad because it's such a long series that people are super intimidated by it. So they never like put time to watch it now
Yep,
if they
that's
haven't
me.
started
That's me.
early.
I'm too intimidated by it.
Yeah, I would be intimidated too. Like imagine you're just watching like an ordinary like 12 to 24 episode series and all of a sudden your friend is like, "Hey yo, bro, you got to check this out. This thing's good." Okay, tell me what it is. This thing, it's got like 700 episodes, easy, not bad. It's at 990. Oh my god.
It's a lot.
Holy Jesus. That's so bad. 990? That Wait. Oh my god, that's how long I've been away from the show. Cuz if it's there's 300 days, 360 days in a year. If you times that by 2, that's like wait, no. 300 I dropped at 930. Wait. So if there's 360 days in a year, 990, I can't do math. 600. I haven't watched the series in over a year. Oh my holy Jesus. Okay. Wait, no. They don't have wait. I can't do math. Episodes don't come out every day, right? They come out like
No,
once
it's
a
every
week.
week. It's every week.
How long have I been gone? Holy Jesus. That's like wait, 50, 100, 150, 200. I've been gone from the series for 4 years? Oh my god. What? Holy. Yeah, I would be so intimidated. I'm intimidated now. I don't think I want to watch 200 episodes. Oh my god. I don't have the time or patience for that. I don't know. Man, I didn't even think about that. The numbers just pile up so quickly. Holy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, oh my god. I think the series is ending soon though. I think.
I think they've said that they're, getting
Hmm.
into the final arc,
Yeah,
but that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not quite like there yet. That
Yeah.
I think it's still gonna get to like
Oh.
11 or 1200 or something.
Yeah. I think like
It's
one
past
arc
the
is like
halfway point. It's
100.
way past the halfway point, but they're
Yeah.
not there yet.
True. Oh Jesus Christ. That's so much. I feel like when I was watching it actively though, I loved it so much. Like I think it's good, but the time that you have to put in for it to catch up, maybe not so good. Oda wanted to end it around volume 110. It's clearly not at 110 anymore. Oh my.
Yeah.
Wait, they're at 99. Huh. Well, that's soon. Well, maybe when it ends, you can start binging it.
Maybe we will see.
Maybe.
It's still very intimidating. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. Like I don't really think too much about how many episodes there are. It's kind of like JoJo's. Have you seen
I've
JoJo's
seen the
Bizarre Adventure?
first season and a half of
Okay.
JoJo's, and JoJo's isn't that bad. Like it's a
Hmm.
lot. It's like 5 seasons, but that's
Yeah,
100 or 150 episodes at most, and like that's a lot.
true.
That's a lot, but that
Yeah.
doesn't feel insurmountable to me.
Yeah. I feel like because it's like broken up into different seasons,
Yeah,
so
and
it's not
that
as
it's easier to pick
intimidating.
up and put down and be like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch. In addition to the normal shows that I'm watching this season, I will also
Mhm.
watch a season of
Yeah.
JoJo's along with the seasonal stuff. And then you
Yeah.
can just,
Yeah.
take it a bit easier along the way.
I don't think you can really go like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna watch a little bit of One Piece, just like
Yeah,
200 episodes, like
it's
900.
too big, too extended.
Yeah, I think maybe if they broke it up a little more, like what would you call it? One piece, two piece, three piece?
Yeah, a piece of One Piece.
Yeah, just small piece, half piece, like
Yeah, well,
hmm,
1/1000th piece.
1/1000th piece. You count up as the seasons go. Oh my god. Yeah,
Ugh.
that's a whole monster. I would not recommend. I
Mm.
say that, but I had like a fairy tale phase. Have you seen that fairy tale?
I haven't seen it. I know about it. I have a couple friends who are really into it.
Mm.
Because that one's
Yeah,
longer as well. That's like 150 or something.
yeah, that's like 150, but I've watched fairy tale like 9 separate times.
Oh my goodness.
So that's like 900 episodes right there. But like I was really into it for a little bit because it's like, oh my god, cool magical powers, cool colors. That is so cool. Oh my god. But I feel like the writing at the end of it, it's not very good. I mean,
Oh no.
the writing for most of it is not very good. But at the end they're just like punch, punch. I will now fight. Punch. I will fight. Fight. We are friends. The end.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes.
Yes.
The enemies to
Yeah.
friends trope. What is shonen
Yeah.
if not enemies to friends?
Yeah, they have like their own little talk and they're like, we're all friends now. The power of friendship. That's like what drew me in though. So that's why I watched it like 9
Yeah, it's
times.
like,
'Cause
don't
I
get
was
me
like,
wrong. I
oh.
love me some good power of friendship,
Yeah, but I feel
but
like if it's like
there's
the
a
last
line. There's a
thing,
line. Yeah, usually
yeah.
usually the last final big bad, I kind
Yeah.
of hope it's not gonna be to friends because then it just feels like, well,
Then it's like,
it
oh,
feels like
I
a bit of a
guess.
cop out there.
Yeah, it's like kind of anticlimactic because you're just like, oh my god, it's so exciting, so hyped for the finale of the season, and it's just like, oh,
We friend now.
friendship power. We are besties. We make friendship bracelets for each other. Like,
Yes, and we're going to completely ignore all the travesties that this
yeah,
person has committed.
exactly. It's like, oh, what war crimes?
Don't
Any bad
worry
things?
about it.
Yeah,
Nah, it's all in
we're
the
friends.
past.
Yeah, I think that's like a huge flaw with fairy tale where they're just like, we are friends now. Now we are friends. You may have destroyed an entire city, but we are now friends, so do not question. Like, it's so strange where they'll be like,
Like,
ah,
I don't think the rest of that city thinks they're a friend.
yeah, I'm like, I'm not so sure about that. There's a lot of people that got hurt. All of your friends got hurt. They got yeeted away to a different
Bad
dimension.
things.
Yeah. Like they're gone. They went bye-bye and you're just like, "Oh, yes, my new
They're
friend."
in the shadow realm.
Yeah. Oh my god. Literally, I feel like that's a huge thing with all anime series, but it's also like I guess it's good. I don't know. I mean, it works. If it isn't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But mm,
Oh
mm.
goodness, Void Whisperer says, "Yay, the pizza that I ordered during the pizza segment finally got here." That shows how long we've been here. We've been at this like we're at
Oh
about the
my
2.5
god.
hour mark. You actually
Holy.
have your last stream on your channel for
Mm,
before you go on your break. And like, don't
mm.
worry, folks. Toma's not graduating. She's not going anywhere. She's
Yeah.
just moving, making sure that she can
Mm,
move from farm town
mm.
to big city farm. So all good
Exactly.
things, all positive, all
Mm,
growing Toma tomato. But I don't
mm,
want to take you. I don't want to hold you here too much longer. So just a couple last questions before we let you
mm,
go.
mm.
For starters, do you have any goals for the rest of the year? That obviously getting situated in your new place, but anything you really want to make sure that you accomplish before the end of the year? It could be doing a particular project or type of stream, or
Mm,
I don't know if reaching partner or something is that you want to do.
mm.
What do you want to do before the end of the year?
Before the end of the year. Now, ooh, this is where we get into like little details because I think like I like to dream big, so I think like super far
Dreaming
ahead
big
into
is
the
good.
future.
But
Yeah, but
also, like, I'm not asking 5 years down the line, but like,
yeah.
we've still got September, October, November.
Mm,
So we got 4 months. We got 4
yeah,
months
4
left.
months. What can we do in 4 months? Let's see. Hmm. I think it'd be really cool. First of all, if we could reach partner, get that nice little check mark. Mostly because I like emotes. I think it'd be cool if everyone could use more emotes.
Yes.
That'd be pretty spicy. Tons of emotes, tons of Toma
Hmm.
emotes. Got some Toma moving ones because they have like moving emotes
Oh
now,
yeah.
animated ones. If we could get like follower emotes too, that'd be pretty cool. Like the whole package, that'd be super cool. But outside of that, stuff that I can like because you never
Yeah.
know what happens, right? So
Yeah.
like stuff that I can do. I really want to do another song cover soon.
Ooh.
Maybe maybe coming sooner than later,
Oh.
perhaps.
Oh my. Oh my.
Perhaps keep an eye out. Question mark? Question mark?
Join.
Uh,
Be sure to follow Toma on Twitter and Twitch. Join the Toma Farm Discord. You'll find out about these things.
yeah, tick that notification bell so you know when I go live. Yeah, but Ayo, I do really want to try to do more song covers since I haven't been able to do that for a while. I want to try doing an ASMR stream. That's on my bucket list. So we're gonna do it no matter what. I'll
Mm.
probably eat like a couple bags of chips while we do that.
A cup back to chips, whisper in the ears. Like, do you think
Yeah.
you would do anything with, the
Mm,
different
mm,
tools and, like
mm,
noisemakers? There's like different brushes and whatnot, or do you think it would
Ooh.
mostly be sort of
Mm, mm,
just the
mm.
the food and some whispers?
Ooh, that's a good question. There's like a couple ideas I have, but I'm not exactly sure just yet. One factor is like if my new place at the city farm has terrible sound proofing and I can hear all my neighbors, then I probably will have
Oh,
to do
oh
more like
no.
sounds, to
Yeah.
mask it.
Hmm.
Because right now I can hear when my neighbors are like partying or when they're talking. They're like
Uh-oh.
it's like show and tell out here. I know exactly what they're talking about. Dude, when their phones are like, when you have a phone call and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna put you on hold. Thank you for calling. Your call matters to us. I will now put you on hold." And you can hear the elevator music. Like, I can hear that from my neighbors. So I'm like, okay, I have a good time, I guess, with your phone calls. So I'm pretty worried about how the sound situation will be when I move. But hopefully, depending on what happens, we can still do some type of ASMR stream, even if it's more chaotic. Mm-mm. Use code Toma for 10% off Toma G Fuel. No, no. Jesus Christ. I do want to do a charity stream. Preferably before the year ends. That'd be really cool. That's like a goal of mine I want to try
Hmm.
doing. Charity stream. If we could get like a sponsor, that'd be cool. But that's out of my hands. I can't really do that. G Fuel sponsor me. Panda Express sponsor me.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag please sponsor.
Hashtag please, I'm begging on my knees. Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
Oh
Final Fantasy
no.
14, A Realm Reborn. Did you know that you can? Oh god.
The critically acclaimed Final
Critically
Fantasy.
acclaimed. There you go.
Oh my god. Yeah, but goals definitely pretty check mark if possible. Song cover, ASMR stream, charity stream. Um yeah, I think those are like the big real goals by the end of the year. If we're talking about like future things, maybe like an original song sometime, that'd be kind of cool in the future, in the very very far future.
Hmm.
Um and then maybe a 3D model would be pretty cool so I can do like cartwheels and roll around on
Doing
the floor.
cartwheels, doing,
Mm.
farming in 3D.
Yeah, and then I can show you guys how my marathon looks like. I can show you guys my marathon setup in 3D.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'll be like, hey yo guys, so this is how this
So,
person
so
looks
this is
like.
why this is how I have to carry this 20-pound weight
Yeah, like
for
this
a couple
is
miles, and then the other person carries me for the final 2 miles. Oh my gosh.
yeah. Yeah, we can have like a little simulation, a marathon simulation, like yeah, I feel like it'd be really fun if we could go 3D. I want to move my hands on stream, like
Hmm.
that'd be pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah.
pretty spicy. Rat simulator, but in person? Do I just I start crawling on the floor
Just
like a
crawl
rat?
crawl around.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh man, you just hear like the on the floor, the footsteps. But yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do, but first of all, we have to move. Like we
yeah,
gotta we
yeah.
gotta move to the city. That's the first big thing. And then we have to make sure that we're all good for our big reveal when we come back.
It's very exciting. And
Yes.
there's going to be updates, not a redesign, but a couple
Mm,
upgrades to Toma here and there. So you'll definitely
mm,
want to be around when she gets back from her little break.
It's just a little something, a little addition. I hope everyone likes it. I think it looks super cute. I think it's kind of
I'm sure it's gonna
spicy.
be great. I'm sure it's gonna be awesome.
I think my mama and papa are working really really hard to make it look nice and spicy, very
Oh
very
boy, oh
shiny
boy.
and pretty. So I'm really
Yes.
really excited about it. Man, I've almost spoiled it on stream a couple of times, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh man, I'm too excited. I can't, no, I can't hide the secret. It's so cute. Oh my god, it's
eventually though, eventually.
Yeah, eventually, when we come back, mid-September.
Hmm.
That sounds so far away. But yeah, in like 3
I'm
weeks, I'll
sure
come back.
it'll go by faster than you expect.
True, true. And then by then, maybe I won't have like a rat on the top of my head anymore. We're having
Yeah.
like a rat infestation at this farm.
Yeah,
There's
and
like
maybe
60
you'll,
rats.
have a better idea of your allergies and not be
Yeah.
dying.
I'm gonna come back like stronger, bigger, faster,
Super
faster.
buff Toma.
Yeah, super buff Toma. That's the model update. Me with like 84 six packs.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Remy, the rat is going bye bye. He cannot stay with us. This is an infestation. We've got a rodent on the loose. Um, he won't get off. Oh my god.
Uh,
But
but
hmm,
yeah, he looks cute.
he's
He
cute.
can stay. He can stay for now.
Yeah, maybe for now. Maybe we'll keep one.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two. Yeah, yeah. I'll let one rat live. Not the rats, but a rat.
Yes. And the last question before you go, what does being a VTuber mean to you? And I don't mean this is like what is the definition of a VTuber, but for you, Toma, what does it mean to
Hmm.
be a VTuber?
Mm.
And there's no wrong answer. I've had people say, it's a tool in my acting arsenal, or just, it's a new way for me to interact
Mhm.
with my viewers. I've had some people say, it's the freedom to be able to express myself in ways I can't do in real life. So, you know, however this is meant to really be as personal or impersonal as it is for you.
Mm. Being a VTuber. Oh, for me, I think being a VTuber is all about like letting my inner child loose and being able to be myself. Because in like IRL, like here in the countryside, I feel like I have to act a certain way, just like societal norms and things like that. There's a
Hmm.
lot of pressure that's put that makes me feel like I have to act or do certain things. And I feel like as a VTuber, I get to really meet a bunch of cool people like you and everyone that's watching right now. I get to meet a bunch of really cool people. I get to do a lot of cool things, and I don't really have to be restricted by anything. I get to play the games that I want to do. I get to do whatever I want to do. I get to sing whatever I want. And it's all about me really like rediscovering my inner child and being able to relax and really be myself again. Mm,
That's
mm,
awesome. And honestly, that feels very you, because it makes sense, just you're always very peppy. Your model definitely, screams, inner child, and just it's really cool that VTubing has allowed that outlet for you. And
mm,
it's honestly, it's been so much fun talking to you that I don't invite someone on my show if I don't enjoy their
mm.
content myself to begin with. And
Aw.
I always, I don't invite
Mm,
someone on the show if I don't think that they can carry a conversation and be engaging for a couple of hours. And honestly, this has been just a delightful show. Some topics were expected, some were not expected. Like,
mhm.
uh, I didn't know if we were going to talk about food for 5 minutes, but we got on, some really good food stories there. And
Mhm.
just, the different things. We even got into some sort of philosophical things about, VTubing and streaming
Mm.
and game design, and that was super cool. So this has been so
Mm.
much fun. Before we go, do you have anybody that you would like us to raid?
Ooh, who should we rate? Do you have anyone in mind? Let's
Nope.
see. Let me see. Let me see. I will look down my list. Do you have anyone in particular? I will look as we go. But in the
Not really.
meantime,
That I
oh,
also don't have Twitch open on my end.
okay. Let me open it up. All right. Oh my God. Did you know that? Oh,
Oh,
wait. Did you know that someone's graduating today?
oh. I I'm not surprised that graduations happen. I am not
Hmm.
actively following anyone who is graduating today. If you would like us to go there, we can.
Ooh. Let me see. I don't know if they're ending soon. They've been streaming for like 6 hours.
Oh my.
Um, let me see. Let me see. Oh man, no! Twitch keeps giving me ads. I just got 3 ads
Ah.
in a row. Oh
Oh
my.
no. Well,
Okay.
while you look into
Yeah.
that, I will do a couple things on my end. So
Hmm.
thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been absolutely awesome. Datacy or Detak, I'm not sure if I thanked you for the follow a while back, but thank you for the follow. Like, for everyone who has followed today, really, really appreciate it. For anyone who's, I know a couple of you are regulars in Toma's chat. Hopefully a few of you are starting to become regulars of VTuber Talk. Nappy Nap, thank you for the follow as well. I do shows usually once a week, but actually this week I have 2 shows. I will be interviewing somebody very different from Toma, admittedly, on Sunday. I will be interviewing Cabal, the horror host, eldritch cultist leader VTuber. He is a great guy, really, really into content creation, does a lot of cool things, has an amazing voice. And honestly, like, when I booked you and Cab, Toma, I was like, this is very good. I'm glad that on the one time that I'm having 2 guests, it is 2 very different guests. And it's like, you can't compare the 2 of you. Just that you 2 have your own styles, your own visuals, and just like, and that's part of the fun of hosting the show, that I get to talk with so many just amazing content creators, and that everyone has their own personality. So it's cool. If you are not into horror and stuff, Cabal is still a very warm and friendly personality. Don't worry at all. He will not bite or possess your soul, probably.
Probably. Perhaps. Mayhaps.
Green Toe Bean, thank you as well for the follow. So that is going to be on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're able to tune in, feel free to follow here on Twitch or on Twitter. Be sure to follow Toma if you're not already. Her links are right down there on the bottom of the screen. Toma, do you have a raid target for us?
I do, since we did talk about Pokemon a little bit, and since I am planning to start a Pokemon game once we come back, let's raid my buddy. Let's raid my buddy Lynn. She is very cute. She's a dongo VTuber. She does a lot of art as well, and she's just started Pokemon Mystery Dungeon today.
Ooh, Mystery Dungeon's fun. How do you spell that? How do we do the username? You can either just, spell it out for me, or send it to me in Discord, whatever works for you.
Oh, I've just sent it into the Twitch chat.
Whoop, well, that works too. That works. Oh, no. Oh. Or just the username. Send the username. That'll work.
Okay. Here we go. Let's
awesome.
Lynn.
Okay. So,
cute.
I have a little outro that I do, but please stick around for the raid. Toma, again, thank you so much. This has been an absolute joy. I hope your move goes well. You will probably see me in your chat when you start your stream in just a little bit. But for everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Jay. She's Toma. This has been VTuber Talk, and I will see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.